Welcome to the Gray Hodges Rivalry Thursday pregame show.
An absolutely gorgeous Saturday night welcomes us to the campus of Bearden High School, more specifically Bill Young Field, a rematch of a game that we had a year ago. They played 48 minutes of football, and with 47 minutes and 47 seconds gone in the game-winning touchdown was finally scored. Mark Packer along with Austin Price. First full week is almost in the books.
Almost in the books, and here we are, just one game away from turning our attentions to week 2. It's been I would say pretty much a chalk weekend outside of my alma mater, upsetting Morristown West last night.
Had to throw that in there early.
Well, yeah, hey, you got to be proud. They don't win that game very often, Mark.
Yeah.
So you have to throw it in when they do. But this is a great one to round out week 1. I mean, two teams that have been right there knocking on the door. West is a 2-time defending state champ, and of course Bearden is trying to get there.
All right, let's talk about our Covenant key players of the game. Eric Kane, Casey Funderburg, and Eric, we'll start with you with the visitors. The home team, actually, and they've got a dynamic player that we called his name a number of times last year.
Yeah, no doubt. Torrey Beauford, and he's a speed guy, about a 4.5 laser guy. He's going to line up in the slot at receiver, and they can throw him some tunnel screens and some bubble screens and all that type of stuff. But he's also a deep threat. Again, he's the speedster, and he made a ton of plays in the Kickoff Classic last year, and we expect Beauford to make a ton of plays here tonight as well. As that offense goes for the Bearden Bulldogs.
Antoine Bourdain is who I've got over on the west side. Now, he's a wide receiver, also plays safety, and that's where he's the best. He's a great defender. He's super quick, and he's someone that they really rely on in the backfield. And he's also been a multi-year starter. Okay, last season, he had 3 interceptions, so they're going to expect a lot out of him this season. But one thing head coach Lamar Brown said was that he's just a different kind of guy. He's always come in, he's always been focused and worked hard. But this year, it just means more to him. So it'll be interesting to see how that shows out on the field tonight.
Yeah, there's a lot of athletes out there in this game. West has got so many players back, 2-time defending state champions. Bearden's got a lot of players back, so I anticipate a great game tonight.
I do too. One name to keep in mind, J.P. Peace. That is Robert Peace, the grandson of Philip Fulmer. That's Robert Peace's son. He is ready to excel at tight end, at linebacker for the Rebels.
Stadium is already getting full. I looked outside on the way to the press box, and there was a line like it was a Maryville-Alcoa game all the way out to the campus, if you will. Hey, I want to share with you we've got your attention to our full schedule for the season for FCA's Rivalry Thursday, and it's brought to you by Covenant Health this year. A great game that we had Thursday night as Anderson County outlasted Powell 28-25. Next week, it's the Battle of the Bridge. Heritage William Blount, great rivalry in Blount County. Greenville, Alcoa, Carter Halls, Grace Christian and Lakeway, Maryville and Bearden, and I know you're looking forward, Austin, to that BA Catholic game.
Yeah, super excited to watch Tyreek King kind of go head-to-head with George McIntyre, and hopefully for Catholic, you've got Jaden Neal back for that game, their quarterback who can flat sling it. So that game, entertaining a year ago, I would expect it to be much the same this year.
I think a game that I'm looking forward to is kind of a quiet game. You saw what Oliver Springs did last night, the defending state champion South Pittsburgh, 27-7. That Coalfield Oliver Springs game in week 10, boy, sign me up for that one. Let's catch a break. When we come back, both of our head coaches will join us live. Josh Jones for Bearden, Lamar Brown for West as the LMU Kickoff Classic just minutes away. This is how we started things Thursday in Anderson County.
Years, Gray Hodges has been supplying inspiration to their customers. From its original downtown Knoxville store, founded in 1949, to its now 4 area locations, Gray Hodges has remained the region's trusted source for custom cabinetry, bath fixtures, kitchen hardware, plumbing supplies, and much more. And they are an employee-owned company, so you are always speaking to an owner. Visit one of their convenient showrooms and see how they can inspire you today. Gray Hodges, employee-owned, service perfect.
Matt Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair is proud to be celebrating 70 years of serving East Tennessee. That's 70 years of old-school customer service, trustworthy auto repair, and of course, great deals on tires. Each one of our 5 convenient East Tennessee locations feature family-friendly waiting areas, and you can schedule appointments and search for tires right on our website at matlocktireservice.com. Modern convenience, hometown values. For 70 years and counting, Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
What's the #1 home improvement project you could do for your house? Install an Aqua Clear water system. If you see one of our blue and green trucks coming down the road, we're on our way to help another Tennessee family get better water. You owe it to yourself and your family to find out why 18,000 Tennessee homeowners have made the switch to Aqua Clear water systems. For your free water test and estimate, scan the QR code on the screen. We'll change your water. It'll change your life.
Hi, I'm Annie Jones. I'm the owner of Top Flight Athletics in Kingston.
Hi, I'm Rob Black, Athletic Director at Fulton High School.
When it comes to apparel and uniforms for our girls, quality and efficiency are most important. So I've got a lot of cheer moms to deal with.
When we think of apparel and equipment vendors, we're thinking about people who we can trust and people that we have a relationship with, and someone that will make sure we get what we want when we want it, and it'll look the way that we designed it.
That and the fact that they are locally owned is the reason that we do business with E2 Sports.
E2 Sports has been that for us, and that's who we're in partnership with right now, and couldn't be more proud to do so.
Now, this is what you saw Thursday night as Anderson County. What a game with Powell as the Mavericks won 28-25. Deuce Rogers, the quarterback for the Panthers, had a heck of a night, but just couldn't get the last possession, and that's what he needed. 28-25. Expect both of those teams to be playing a long time this year into November. 2 other teams that we expect to be playing for a long time, the teams we've got tonight. Josh Jones, the head coach for Bearden, at the top of your screen. Lamar Brown, the head coach for West, at the bottom of your screen. Lamar, I'll start with you. 2-time defending state champions, but I know you, every year is a new year, correct?
Well, this year is a new year. We got a lot of new faces. I love these kids. They've worked really hard, but a lot of them, this is the first time they've been in an atmosphere like this and playing, and I'm excited to see how they respond to that situation.
Lamar, I'm going to stay with you. Tell us about your young quarterback you've got. First start tonight.
Patrick's been great since December. He's been working really hard. He's gotten better every day. This has been his best week. He's turned into a leader. There in spring practice, he was just trying to survive at times, but he's got a grasp of the offense, and he did a great job leading us this week.
All right, Josh Jones, let's turn our attention to your quarterback. You had a Christmas present just show up on your door, did you not?
Yes, sir, we sure did. DJ Hunter got here in June, and here we are. He's probably 8 weeks or so into our offense. He's done a really good job. Coach Stone's done a great job with him, getting him ready to play, and we're excited about him.
Well, he's a big kid. I didn't realize when you just see pictures of him, it's different than standing right next to him. He's just a sophomore, already offered by Virginia Tech. What's the ceiling for DJ?
It's really high. He's got major arm talent. He understands the game at a high level. Whoever's coached him in the past has done a phenomenal job with him on the mental side of the position. He's just got to clean up some small things like any 15-year-old kid does, but his ceiling is really high.
Lamar, let me ask you a question about culture. So many coaches, they talk about we've got to build a culture. You made the move from Hamlin County over here, had about 74 kids in your program. You've got over 140 out there now. How do you double numbers in a program like West? How do you do that?
Well, I think it's all about our kids. Our kids talk to people in the school. It's a place that they can go and they can be themselves, and it's a place they can go they're cared about and work really hard. And our kids, just do a great job selling it to other kids in the school. But I feel like we're pretty good, and I think this group has taken it to another level right now.
Josh, same thing for you. You came into Bearden. It was a program kind of 5-5, kind of that kind of program. Now all of a sudden you beat Maryville a year ago. You're in that position. You're in the conversation. What's the key?
We sure what Coach Brown just said. We've got phenomenal kids. They show up every single day and work really hard. We don't have to beg them or anything. It's nothing that I do. I didn't have no secret sauce or anything like that. Only thing I know is hard work, and these kids embody that every single day and show up to work, and they're a whole lot of fun to coach.
Guys, good luck to both of you tonight. I know both of you grunted and groaned a little bit when I said, can I get you at 7:38? And you're like, really? Good luck tonight to both of you. We look forward to this game.
Thank you.
All right, Josh Jones and Lamar Brown, two coaches once again. When we get into rivalry playoffs in November, these two programs, you can bet, are going to be playing several weeks. Time now for the Food City Player of the Week. Austin takes us over to William Blunt.
Dabrowski, Jackson, quarterback for this William Blunt team. Last year, you guys were kind of the surprise team in the area. I mean, had a huge kind of, bounce from one year to the next.
Sir.
What do you like about this year's team that makes you feel like you guys can continue to upward trajectory?
I mean, our guys right now, we still got, a little taste of the 0-10 year. A lot of the guys a lot of us played on that team since we were young, and I think we're still striving because we didn't make the playoffs, so we're still striving for that, and that's still our goal, and go make a really good run. I feel really good about this team.
What do you feel like you bring to the table?
I think I just need to be a leader to them. I think just bring the juice every day, and we got a lot of guys that can do it, and pretty good.
What about your faith? Take me, why is your faith important to you?
My faith?
Yeah.
To God?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. He's everything to me. Every day, I mean, he's the one who's got me here, and I feel that he's given me a really good role and an opportunity to really show myself and preach the gospel to these guys, and I feel really, really thank God every day for that. Thank him every day for that.
From a quarterback standpoint, from a leadership standpoint, are you the guy that's like, hey, let's go out to eat after practice, let's get together, and throw in the summer? Are you that kind of leader that's vocal, that's kind of organizing some things when the coaches can't?
I mean, we do it every day. Zaxby's every day. We love to go eat. We love to hang out. We love to do it all. We're all besties out there. It's awesome.
So, what's the go-to at Zaxby's then?
Oh, it's the 3 nibblers every time. I mean, sometimes it doesn't really fill you up. You got to get 2 of them, but good thing it's pretty cheap. So, yeah.
What do you like most about football?
What do I like most about football? Mm-hmm. The intense. And I came from Oregon, so football isn't really. I mean, it's big, but it's crazy when you see these stands right here filled. It's pretty intense and it's awesome.
For you, when your time's done, having made the trek from Oregon to here, what would the memories be of William Blunt?
Oh, it'll be amazing. I mean, I've gotten the best out of these guys, and it's been so many memories and so many coaches. Every single coach, every single teacher I've met here has been amazing, and it's been all but love, and that's what I really think is important about this. I mean, and it's just awesome important about this school.
He's having a blast here, William Blunt, and they're sure glad to have him out here on the football field on Friday nights. Jackson Dabrowski, man, appreciate you.
Thank you.
Guys, thanks. And by the way, we'll have William Blunt and Heritage on Rivalry Thursday, 2 weeks from this past Thursday night. Lots more to get to as we inch our way towards the LMU Kickoff Classic between West and Bearden at the top of the hour.
Our story starts with a promise made to the communities of East Tennessee. A promise to deliver. A promise to provide. A promise to always look forward to the horizon and past it. To go to the greatest lengths for even the smallest things. A promise to be there whenever, wherever you need us. A promise to help you live well. At Covenant Health, whenever you enter one of our hospitals, visit any of our physicians in person or virtually, or talk to us on the phone, we will welcome you and your family as one of our own. And since moving forward starts with giving back, we continue to invest time, money, and resources back into our community while building the best team of compassionate caregivers, expert clinicians, and dedicated employees. It's our promise that has made us the region's largest provider of care, regardless of location, need, or walk of life. We will care for the people of our communities. Because it's about you, and it's about time. Covenant Health. For every moment.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OAB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.
Once again, what a gorgeous night here tonight at Bearden High School. The Gray Hodges pregame show continues as we work our way towards West and Bearden at the top of the hour. I want to bring in Charlie Morgan. I had the honor of being invited to the Gray Hodges 75-year birthday celebration. And Charlie, I have to tell you, I was impressed. You guys have been here 3/4 of a century. How have you done it?
We've served the people here in Knoxville, Sevierville, and Blount County. We've do a good job of serving the people, and they help us all the way.
So one thing I noticed is that you've got a big crew, as we've talked about. Everyone's an owner, and so everybody at Gray Hodges, they take their job seriously, do you not?
Well, that's the important thing. We're an ESOP company, an employee-owned. The money goes into their account, and all of a sudden they become a 1 or 2 or 3% owner of Gray Hodges. So they're kind of working for themselves.
Makes a difference. Okay, so every time the camera, when the baseball team was winning the national championship, showed the crowd, somehow Charlie Morgan was always on the camera. So I have to ask you a question, as you and Snapper Morgan, the two biggest UT fans that there are, your thoughts on this Tennessee team 1 week from today? How good can they be?
I think they can take it to the next level, which they did get a good job last year, but I think we could easily go 9-3, 10-2.
9-3, 10-2. There you go. He's taking the over in Vegas. Hey, Charlie, good to see you, my friend. Thank you for your support. We'll see you every Thursday night for the Gray Hodges pregame show, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Sounds good. Charlie Morgan, good people there. Hey, I want to show you once again as we transition, as he takes the headset off right on camera and hands it over to Sam Rothman for WATE to take a look back at the games from last night. The back half of the schedule we didn't really touch on. Anderson County and West is a game on October 14th. All of the Rivalry Thursday games will be on WKNX, the Knox, which is Channel 7. And then in the playoffs, we expand to Thursdays and Fridays. Thursday nights on Rivalry Playoffs will be on WKNX, the Knox. And it's OEB Rivalry Playoffs brought to you by Food City. And then on Friday nights, we'll be right here on WATE. And speaking of that, Sam Rothman is here after a busy night of high school football, Friday Frenzy right here on WATE, and had some great games to get the season started last night, Sam.
Putting a bow on the season tonight with this game, but last night, like you said, some great games on Friday Frenzy, an upset, some dominating wins, even a historic one, and that's where we're going to start with in Morristown with the Rivalry East and West game coming in. Morristown East hadn't won a game in 2 years. West down in 6 in the second. Cameron Richards making his way through. That'll give them a 7-6 lead. Fast forward to the third now. Caleb Billings over the middle to Eli Davis. He tips it to himself. He shakes off a defender and runs it home for the score. Mo East now up 26-14. And if that didn't secure the win, this did. Trojans trying to make something happen. Austin Brannon says, no thank you, Mark. Gets the pick. Mo East gets the win. Now over at Central. Central looking to give new head coach Kevin Lane his first win. Fulton down by 2 scores in the second. That quickly changes here. Jovin Molden making magic happen. Tosses it to a wide open Travis Ballinger. Cuts the lead 14-6. Fulton now looking to even things up, going deep. J.J. Smith all over that. He picks it off 14-6 at the break. Falcons punting in the third quarter. Snap bobbled. DeMario Chapman closing it quickly, but not before he gets hit. Bobcats would get a field goal on the ensuing drive. They go on to win it 31-12. And over at Sevier County, Cooper Newman back after a crazy freshman season. Newman going to the air early. Long pass to Bryson Hedrick. Smoky Bears set up in the red zone early. A few plays later, Jude Costner plowing his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Sevier County up 7-0. Next Smoky Bears drive in the red zone again. Tegan Avera slicing into the corner of that end zone. He makes his way over the pylon. Bears go on to win it in dominating fashion, 49-13. In our last game, we're going to show you Alcoa, their journey to the 10th state title, hopefully starting at home against Ravenwood, but Ravenwood up 6-0 early. Maverick Chance looking to extend that lead, but Micah Jones lays the hit. Helmet pops off But that's not the only thing that pops off. The ball ends up popping out. Jameer Dean scoops it up and runs it all the way home to tie things up at 6. Eli Graff now with it, deciding to run, and look at the spin cycle move here. What a move from Graff. Sets the Tornadoes up with the first down, but Alcoa has to settle for the field goal. Kyron Tyson hits this one. That gave the Tornadoes a 9-6 lead at half, but Ravenwood scores 21 points in the second half as Alcoa falls 27-17. And yes, Ravenwood is a 6A team, so it's not a shocking upset. Yeah. But Mark, you know better than me. It is shocking when Alcoa loses at home to start off the season.
It's always a surprise, but Ravenwood with 18 returning starters, 9 on each side of the ball. So I mean, a pretty good football team.
Really good football team. Will Hester does a fantastic job. Yep. He's won a state title before. And let's commend Sam. Very cool, calm highlights. Stayed within herself, no screaming, really, really a professional.
Are you coaching her up or what? And Sam's already off camera, so she can't hear this harassment and abuse.
This is too bad.
It is. Hey, let's take a break. We'll come back. We've got the national anthem. We've also got our keys to victory tonight.
Are you singing?
As we inch, I'm not, but I will listen to the ROTC in the band as the Gray Hodges pregame show continues. West and Bearden at the top of the hour.
What's up, guys? It's Devin Driscoll, owner of D1 Sports Training with locations in Hardin Valley and Blount County. If you're looking to take your athlete's sports performance to the next level or increase your overall sports performance and fitness, reach out to us at one of our locations in Hardin Valley or in Blount.
Hey, Sterling, man, come on, we got a roof to replace.
Let's go, baby.
Let's
go.
Hey, Sterling, you ready to go to the top?
Man, I can't believe you guys been doing this for 25 years. Oh, baby.
Now this is what I call a rooftop party.
We have 25 years experience in roofing and exterior renovations, and we're backed by the best.
Are you ready to get your rooftop party started? Give us a call, 865-524-5888.
Knoxville Smiles depend on us to make your smile better. Knoxville Smiles, are you happy with your smile today? Knoxville Smiles, we're all about smiles.
Hey, Lance, what makes you smile?
Pancake blocks.
Abraham Lincoln knew the power of an open door. He invited the public into the White House throughout his presidency because he understood open doors lead to new possibilities, new opportunities, and new discoveries. At LMU, our mission is to open doors for every student who comes here, so they can become everything they're meant to be. Come discover how we can open doors for you.
Nick, over here, WTRF. What are you feeling about the upcoming season?
Our whole team is prepared, and we have a great game plan.
But what about the competition?
I don't want to say too much, but right now, we have 0% financing for 36 months. That's pretty tough to beat if you ask me. Right now, get into a Ford Edge with 0% APR for 36 months for only $34,400, or a new Ford F-150 for just $46,100, also with 0% APR for 36 months. Come see us today at either Ted Russell Ford location, Parkside Drive or Kingston Pike.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jim Jackson here at MPG in Knoxville. MPG is a concussion care center, that's true, but it's much more than that, really. It's a center that aims to treat problems related to the brain across the entire lifespan. That's important because brain-related challenges go far beyond a concussion. They include acquired brain injuries, mild cognitive impairment, 101 challenges, and NPG is an expert resource. NPG, where it's all about the brain.
What a gorgeous night to get things started between the two-time defending state champion West Rebels and the Bearden Bulldogs, as Bearden is loaded this year. A barometer game for both of these teams. Let's lay out. Time now for the national anthem, brought to you by Food City. pretty spectacular job by the Bearden band, and so nice to see the veterans down there as we'll talk about your ability to contribute towards Wreaths Across America. Snapper Morgan down there. And just a spectacular night for high school football. Mark Packer along with Austin Price back up here in the press box. Our keys to the game are brought to you by Huntington Learning Center. What are those keys to victory tonight?
Well, for me, for West, it's run the ball. That's what you do well. Control the clock. Really try to have time-consuming drives, keep it away from that Bearden offense, and win third down on both sides of the ball, whether that's keeping the ball away from Bearden or getting off the field and getting the ball back to your offense. As for Bearden, it's load the box. West does not throw it very well. Make them throw to beat you. Do not let them beat you on the ground, and take deep shots on offense. Try to loosen up that West defense. They're really good in the front seven, like always. Try to loosen them up by taking some deep shots.
Yeah, tonight's Keys of the Game sponsored by Huntington Learning Center, empowering students with the keys to success from the classroom to their careers. All right, so hey, we don't do predictions here, but I will say this. You and I keep talking about it. I think it's a coin flip game.
Yeah, again, Bearden was the better team a year ago, but West made the plays when they needed to late. It's at Bearden this year. Be interesting to see how West responds if Bearden gets off to a hot start. I think if you're West, you've got to win the first quarter. I think that first quarter is pivotal.
I see how you're leaning. The LMU Kickoff Classic right after the break. It's the West Rebels, the Bearden Bulldogs next right here on WATE.
Some things are just better together. Like sensational salads and sizzling steaks, old friends and new friends, special occasions and special moments. At Aubrey's, we like it when things go together, so we do everything we can to make getting together easy. Aubrey's, real comfort, real food, real good.
For 75 years, Gray Hodges has been supplying inspiration to their customers. From its original downtown Knoxville store, founded in 1949, to its now 4 area locations, Gray Hodges has remained the region's trusted source for custom cabinetry, bath fixtures, kitchen hardware, plumbing supplies, and much more. And they are an employee-owned company, so you are always speaking to an owner. Visit one of their convenient showrooms and see how they can inspire you today. Gray Hodges, employee-owned, service perfect.
Nick, over here, WTRF. What are you feeling about the upcoming season?
Our whole team is prepared, and we have a great game plan.
But what about the competition?
I don't want to say too much, but right now we have 0% financing for 36 months. That's pretty tough to beat if you ask me. Right now, get into a Ford Edge with 0% APR for 36 months for only $34,400, or a new Ford F-150 for just $46,100, also with 0% APR for 36 months. Come see us today at either Ted Russell Ford location, Parkside Drive or Kingston Pike.
When you're 6'4" and 320 pounds like I am, finding a mattress is a challenge. That's why I went to Better Mattress for help. It's not about just selling big store brands. At Better Mattress, it's about making a mattress that fits the person's body type and their personal preferences. Look, after a big football game, this body is tired and sore. I have to have a mattress that helps me rest and rejuvenate. Big O and Better Mattress. Good night, just got better.
At Glass Doctor, our trained specialists are experts at fixing foggy and cracked glass.
Looks great.
You're all set. What we can't fix is your view.
Call the Glass Doctor, we'll fix your pains. Oh, yeah.
Knoxville Smiles depend on us to make your smile better. Knoxville Smiles, are you happy with your smile today? Knoxville Smiles, we're all about smiles.
Hey, Lance, what makes you smile?
Pancake blocks.
The following is a special sports presentation by Pac-Man Sports.
You know, it's West Bearden. It's a it's a big rivalry, neighborhood rivalry. You know, a lot of our kids know their kids. Their kids know our kids, and just two good football teams that is ready to battle it out. You know, I felt like we led for a big percentage of the ball game, but the one that matters is what the score is at the final. But I thought our defense played great. Time and again, got key stops, got them off the field, and we just never could extend the lead to kind of put the game away.
Well, we had it 4th and 3 at about the 15-yard line and was going to kick a field goal to try to get us back in the game. And Marshawn Bowers said, "Coach, let's go for it. I'll get it." And I think that play changed the game.
They just lined up and just ran the ball right at us, you know, time and again, and we just, you know, couldn't get them off the field on 3rd down. And, you know, they did what a championship team does, and, you know, we got our backs against the wall, and, you know, we kind of crumbled there a little bit, unfortunately.
It was a play that we held in our back pocket the whole game, a play that I thought would work, but then to actually see it work and there's a chance it was going to work was unbelievable.
You know, I kind of seen it developing, and I was just kind of holding my breath, but, you know, we didn't make the play. They did what a championship program does. They made the play.
Well, you know, start of new season. It's a huge game for our school. It's a huge game for our community, which makes it a huge game for me.
The 2 years I've been here at Bearden, the Bearden West game has been very electric. It's been one of our best atmospheres. You know, the doghouse will be rocking, you know, that Saturday night, and I'm looking forward to being a part of it. I'm fortunate enough that I get a front row seat.
Yeah, and he definitely has a front row seat for the LMU Kickoff Classic, brought to you by Covenant Health. Bearden Bulldogs will make their way into the dog pound. I don't know who there's a favorite. Doesn't really matter. Just settle in. This should be a great football game tonight. Let's get you ready for this one. Our Covenant players to watch. Eric, let's start with you, and that's over at West.
Yeah, we're going to go to the defensive line, a veteran senior, 6 foot, 250 pounds, Wyatt DeRoche. You see him right there. Very productive junior campaign, had 11.5 sacks, 22 TFLs. It's a very different group up there. Some young guys, so they've had to rely on him. He can line up in the nose, the 3 technique. He can wide outside the defensive end. Wyatt DeRoche is what makes that defensive line go for West.
Well, hold off for just a second, Austin, before we transition over to your key player, because the team run out is always fun to see as the 2-time defending state champion West Rebels come out in 5A. A lot of players back, but still some key people to replace. We'll talk about that tonight. And the Bearden Bulldogs come out, a lot of returners for them, sporting a new quarterback, but he's got the luxury of having an incredible running back behind him, and that's Kai Ironside.
Yeah, you look at Ironside, he's going to lead at linebacker, Mark. I mean, he's the leader of the defense. I mean, the kid is fantastic. You know, again, it just knows how to get things done. Is a phenomenal player, plays sideline to sideline, but he's also really good in the box, and he's going to get downhill and try to close up those holes when West tries to run the ball, and West will try to run the ball a lot tonight.
We're working on heading down to the sideline to Casey Funderburg to get things started. But boy, you say this about these kinds of barometer games. Whether you win a state championship or not doesn't matter whether you win or lose tonight. You'd love to win this game, sure. But we said the same thing Thursday night for Anderson County and Powell, Eric.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you play a really good opponent first couple of games of the season. You see what you have to work on. I mean, this game last year, Bearden controlled a lot of this football game, but Austin pointed out earlier in the pregame show, it was West that made some plays. Both these teams learned a whole lot about their programs, and obviously West learned about it, went on to win a state title.
Bearden wins the toss. They defer to the second half, which means West will receive, which means all eyes on number 7, Parker Dubon. And he will be the guy that replaces Dance at quarterback. Big shoes to fill. West is going to try to lean on that running game early, Mark. They're going to run some more. It's a big West offensive line. It's an impressive West offensive line. There's a lot of high hopes for this ground attack for the Rebels.
Yeah, what's interesting about this game is you've got 2 quarterbacks that are making their first start for their respective school. As DJ Hunter makes his way over Mississippi, technically Memphis, but kind of into Mississippi. Sure. Played a lot as a freshman.
Yeah.
And the family came over here to an AAU tournament. The family had a connection with Josh Jones from years ago. And the dad said, hey, I think we're about moving to Knoxville. And he said, well, we'd love to have you here. And here he is. Let's head down to Casey Funderburg with Josh Jones.
Coach, you've had a lot of changes on your team. A new quarterback, some guys moved around on offense. What are they going to see tonight?
Well, hopefully they're going to see a show. We've got a good football team with a lot of good athletes, and they're excited to play this game.
Speaking of the fans, we have a packed house tonight. This is obviously going to be a big game, obviously a rivalry game, but how are you guys going to come out on top tonight?
Well, we've got to be competitive at the line of scrimmage. We can't have pre-snap penalties. We got to take care of the football. When we get a chance to make a play, we got to make it. And on third down on defense, we got to get off the field. If the ball does pop out from the box, the back end needs to leverage the ball and get them on the ground.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you. Go Dogs.
Man, that is 45 seconds of coach speak right there. First quarter is brought to you by OEB Law, and that is because communication is the key. Free advertising for Red Lobster in the distance as the weather is brought to you by the 6 Storm Team and Exterior Home Solutions. Couldn't ask for anything better than this. 80 degrees and not a cloud in the sky, although it says partly cloudy. Maybe there's a cloud somewhere, but I'm sure not seeing it.
Was that his Lane Kiffin get your popcorn ready comment from the Alabama game? He said, hopefully we're going to put on a show.
Yeah, and then he coupled up with a Kirby Smart. Go Dogs.
At least he didn't bark at us.
And throw both those things in.
I just like the intensity of these head coaches here in the first week of the season. Got it from Matt Lowe Thursday night.
Yeah.
Josh Jones here tonight. I mean, mid-season form already.
But here's the deal. You've got 4 championship coaches there. You know, Matt Lowe and Davey Gillum have won state championships.
Yep.
Lamar Brown has won a state championship. And don't forget Josh Jones when he was at Powell with Matt Lowe.
Big
won
part.
state championship there. So these guys know how to win at the highest level. And we are off and rolling. This is returnable from the 2-yard line, but he'll take the fair catch. And our first chance to see the new quarterback, Parker Dubon.
Got a flag. I'd say they'll make a re-kick.
Yeah, I think a couple guys were a little early there.
I'll start, number 88 on the kicking team. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty, free kick.
DJ Hiller is our referee tonight. You know, they do it a little different here. I guess they do the same thing at Central, where the home team goes to the other side so that they don't have to deal with the distractions of the crowd.
I think it's a smart move. Communicate a little bit better over there.
Jeff County did that.
Yeah, Jeff County did that a couple years ago.
Yep. Like I said, everyone that does that has one side of the stadium. What a packed house.
Offsides again. I don't think they're going to call it, though.
Yeah, they're going to let him play this time. This one from the 1-yard line. And the Bulldogs are there to stop just outside the 20-yard line. And as I said a moment ago, our first chance to see the senior quarterback who has waited his turn. Parker Dubon is his name. And he has a luxury. An entire returning offensive line in front of him. They got skill position players around him. All he's got to do is be Trent Dilfer out there for the Baltimore Ravens. Just don't make mistakes.
Yeah, he knows the system. He knows the scheme. You got a veteran offensive line. You've got a deep group of wide receivers, maybe the deepest they've had at West in the last 5-6 years. Just go out there and play.
Hand off up left tackle. Football comes loose, and here you go. Play number 1. Touchdown. How about that one as Ethan Kovacic gets in for the touchdown.
Perfect start for the Rebels, and credit the defense. The West offensive line makes up for what was a bad snap, at least on the exchange, but then watch the back. Well, he just lost it, Eric. I was going to say I thought he got knocked out.
He got it knocked out, and I think that might have been Rocky Brown that poked a hand in there. It looked like he got knocked out from behind, and it popped right into the defender's hands and off to the races. Either way, it's obviously a costly mistake there on play number 1 for West, and Bearden, you'll definitely take that.
I had practiced Kovacic, and then it hit me like a ton of bricks whenever it happened. Extra point is up, and it is barely good. And 15 seconds into the game, the Bulldogs have a 7-0 lead, and they haven't touched football yet except on defense.
The show has barely started, and we've barely seen the credits, and it's 7-0. Wow, what a start for the defense.
I got hit from behind.
Yeah.
He got hit. What an angle.
But Johnny on the spot, too. That ball jumped right into his hands.
Great job of the body lean to get in for the touchdown. I will say this. I've had so many people laugh about, the timing of the broadcast on Thursday because we had to get out by 10 o'clock for the Democratic National Convention. And at 9:40, there were still 9 minutes of clock time. We didn't think we were going to make it. We got off at 9:58.
We wouldn't have made it had the kid not jumped offside.
Because of the penalty.
There are no concerns tonight, so it doesn't matter how long this game goes tonight. We're good.
I believe it was the Little League World Series that brought us in, so.
Been a day. And then earlier today on ESPN, as Georgia Tech got the win over Florida State. It's been a back-to-back loss to teams from Georgia for the Seminoles. High kick here. This will get to the end zone, and Rebels will start again.
Austin, I think if you're West here, you just got to go back out there and say, all right, hey, let's take a minute. Let's reset. 0-0, even though it's not 0-0, but you got to approach like it's 0-0 and start this football game right now. Forget that first play, start anew.
You don't have to score here, Eric, but you need to move the ball. Get a couple of first downs, get your offense feeling better about themselves, and then kind of settle into the game.
Tavion Ray was the running back that started the game, who fumbled for West. And now they'll bring the little scat back in, and there will be a lot of hits coming on tonight. Okay, finally, the Food City starting lineup. Pretty good offensive front. They're all back. Battle, Ernst, McFalls, Johnson, and Corbella. And then your skill position players, keep your eye on James Mills at wide receiver, and Bearden. They have got some burners out there.
Just got to get it to them.
Did you guys hear that pop on that first down play?
Yeah, and so did the crowd.
Crowd might go wonders. Heard it up here.
And off left tackle. Boy, they are big up front. How about big number 75, Austin Yeager, right on cue, the nose tackle senior, who had the big tackle there. And then this defensive secondary, pretty salty.
It is pretty salty. It's interesting, though. The four of them, or really five of them, all playing different positions than they played last year. All veterans, but all playing kind of different positions. And so it'll be intriguing to watch it kind of evolve as the season's gone along.
They're down at 4 at the 26. They'll send him in motion. Quarterback will keep it himself, and he spins around. I think he may be a little short.
Yeah, he's short.
And Kai Ironside made sure of it.
Yeah, actually, he's more than a little short. It's about 2 yards short. It's 4th and 2.
It's 4th down.
Again, it was Yeager. They got in the way there. Got that big mid out there and slowed down Dubon.
Jones Bolig will kick for the Rebels.
Beaufort back for the Bulldogs.
And Beaufort is back.
Line drive. He's going to have a chance here.
It takes a nice bounce for West. Beaufort will pick it up and will be buried at the 37-yard line. 7-0 Bulldogs. Quick break and a break from our friends at Covenant.
Hi, I'm Tim Hoskins. I'm the corporate manager of sports medicine for Covenant Health. I'm here to talk to you a little bit today about our community involvement in the Sevier County Football Jamboree. Something that's near and dear to our heart, and we're intimately involved with the high schools there in our county. We have sports medicine staff that take care of the teams there. We make sure that those players are healthy. They stay as injury-free as possible when they participate in sports. And it's just a great event for us, and we're proud to be a part of it with the Sevier County schools.
And they're brought to you by Covenant Health. Our mission is to improve lives through better health.
They come out, they try to take a deep shot to Drew Parrott.
New quarterback to quarterback of last year, just a little bit overthrown.
Yeah, Hunter just overthrew him a smidge or 15 yards.
I'm excited to see DJ Hunter play. We spoke on him a couple of moments ago, but Drew Parrott makes this offense deeper and better moving out wide receiver.
He's a fantastic athlete. We saw that last year at Bradley Central.
And in basketball as well, as he plays for his father. Inside handoff. And the moves there out to the 48-yard line. Let's set the offense up for you. Mills, Brazelton, Harvey, Roland, and Tolley. And they have got some athletes behind them and on the outside.
They really do. I love what Parrott brings to the table. I love what Boobie Lavelle brings. Remember, if you saw him at Clinton last year with the Dragons, he's now at Bearden. And then, of course, Beaufort is the straw that stirs the drink.
And that was Jason Thompson making a couple guys miss on that carry.
Yes.
3rd down and 2. They'll fake the handoff.
Look at it
Here
go.
comes the quarterback. Here comes that quarterback. Transfers in and looking pretty good. He's only been here 8 weeks. And ring him up for a big one of 29 yards.
Let's watch this defensive end. If he crashes, you pull that football, you run around left end, and you're off for the races like he just was there being Hunter. If he stays out, you hand that football off. We saw it Thursday night. Everybody's got a responsibility. You see him crash, pulls it, fakes out the cameraman, and off to the races.
He's a big guy.
He is.
You know, I was saying to Josh Jones in the pregame show, when you see these guys, you know, you see pictures, you don't realize how big they are until you get right next to them. Big hit right there. Big hit by Sam Lavelle, which will lead us to the defense. We've talked about DeRoche, the nose guard, and at linebacker, as Austin mentioned in the pregame show, there's a very familiar name, and that name is Peace. And yes, his father, Robert Peace, was an awfully good linebacker at Tennessee, playing for Philip Fulmer. J.P. Peace, just a sophomore, going to get a lot of attention over the next couple years.
Jack Keith, also a guy at linebacker to watch. He had 117 tackles last year.
2nd down and 8. Hunter with the quick pass to Beaufort, and Beaufort runs into a wall of Rebels.
And somebody came down there screaming, won the over-the-top battle, set the edge, and forced that play back inside. And now setting up a 3rd and long. That was a really good defensive play. You see it right there.
We talked about it at the end of the pregame show. The keys for West went 3rd down, both on the offensive side by extending drives, keeping the ball away from Bearden, and then defensively getting off the field right here. We'll see if they can do that right here on this 3rd down.
They've only had 1 3rd down. They converted. So this time Hunter feels some pressure. Zings it across the middle and shouldn't have thrown that football. And tripped up to the near side, right place, right time, the guy that Eric just mentioned.
Jack Keith, standing right there in the middle linebacker. He had a different role last year. Now he's the quarterback of the defense, making a play like a quarterback would right there on the other side. Interception in the red zone and the 1st down for West.
And it all came because of the pressure in DJ Hunter's face.
That's right, the pressure from number 97 right here for the West Rebels, Sam Hudson. And then, Eric, you talk about Jack Keith. You got to be leery of anybody with 2 first names. That kid is a stud. Look at him. Look at him. He is so serious.
They won a state title last year. You had Brian Scott and Jack Keith.
Rebels started at the 27-yard line. And to the outside goes the guy who got the first carry of the game, that being Tavion Ray.
Ray's a bigger back, 6'2". He runs more upright, Eric.
Ironside on the stop.
Kai Ironside with the tackle. Of course, pushed Ray out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Ray and Bren, the 2 backs for West, really complement each other nice. Kind of a thunder and lightning.
Handoff off right tackle.
There's over someone there.
Let's head down to Casey Funderburg. Casey?
Guys, well, Parker Dubon obviously hasn't started out pretty hot, but this is very similar to their Jamboree game. His first pass of the game was an interception that led to a touchdown, and head coach Lamar Brown said other than that play, they were extremely happy with the way that he played, the way that he managed the game, and they're expecting him to do the same thing tonight. And so the game's already started out like the Jamboree, so we'll see what happens from here.
Yep, and a 3rd down and 1 here. And they'll just go, oh, goodness.
Oh, no.
Did the football come out again?
He threw it forward.
I think he's trying to reach out.
And that's the risk right there. You're trying to reach out to get to the marker, but you're putting that ball out there on a platter for anyone to come and swat it, take it away.
Yeah, Ray trying to reach out. That's the 3rd turnover. We're literally halfway into the 1st quarter.
2nd turnover on their own side of the field.
Was he hit from behind? Because the ball shot forward like he was hit from behind when he was reaching it out right here. Watch this.
Yeah, he was trying to reach. I mean, if he keeps the ball tucked, then it's still West football and they're punting.
Yeah, or they're potentially just getting under center and going for it. But either way, yeah, I mean, it's
2nd turnover by the Rebels. And now at the 35, do you do that quick change of possession, take a shot with the young quarterback? Now they'll hand off inside. And this is a lot of what we had a year ago. If you remember, it was 10-0 Bearden.
It was a defensive battle.
Going to the fourth quarter, and then all of a sudden the Rebels kind of woke up.
Yeah, they went for it on fourth down, as Lamar pointed out in the open. That changed the whole complexion of the game. They did those 2 deep shots there under the last minute.
Second down and 6. And off left tackle. And following the big uns up front, down inside the 30. I think it will be a first down. And we talk about Bigs Only, a lifestyle brand, a fishing and lifestyle brand. And the Bigs Only lineman spotlight is that guy right there. Big number 77 for the Bulldogs. And that is Reed Rowland, a senior, 6'4", 273. Lineman spotlight brought to you by Bigs Only. It is a fishing lifestyle. First down at 10 at the 24-yard line. 7-0 Bulldogs on the first play of the game. A scoop and score.
Good play defensively right there. He makes the catch, and that's it. Jordan Hayes coming up making the stick at cornerback.
Booby Lavelle on the catch in his first catch as a Bulldog after making the move over from Clinton.
Had to get away from Skip McMillan. I get it.
Hunter tonight, 2 for 4 for 2 yards. Did you hear that? 2 for 4 for 2 yards.
Unusual stat line.
Second down and 9. They'll hand off inside and going absolutely nowhere. There's what West has been built on the last couple of years. If there's one thing you can count on with the West Rebels, it's that front 7 dominating.
Guy we highlighted in pregame, that's Wyatt DeRoche. Bryson Crawford was in there. Davis Neely was in there. It was a host of West Rebels. And this is where you don't want to be.
That's our Bigs Only lineman spotlight, where Bigs become legends. You're going to learn about Bigs Only. You hear me talking about it. I'm setting you up for something, okay? Austin keeps looking at me like, what are you talking about? You'll figure it out. 1 for 2 on third down. Third down. Hunter's got some time. He did have time, and now he doesn't have time. Down at the 20-yard line, and it'll bring up a fourth down and about 6.
See how Bearden feels about their field goal kicker right here. But this is great defense in the secondary by West. Nice patience after that initial interception by Hunter to not force one there as well, and Bearden will attempt the field goal.
Did a good job of not losing contain as well, keeping him bottled up and just nowhere to go.
William Pendergrass is the kicker. This will be a 37-yard attempt, almost from the right hash. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is true. 10-0 Bulldogs with the lead very early in the LMU Kickoff Classic. 10-0 Bearden over West. Now, the LMU Kickoff Classic is brought to you by OEB Law, Ted Russell Ford, Lincoln Memorial University, Knoxville Smiles, Commercial Bank, and Exterior Home Solutions. 2:15 to go first quarter, 10-0 Bearden with the lead. Packed house here at the home of the Bulldogs, and always fun to get football season started. I know, like for people like the three of us, it's so much fun to get to football season, realize we're finally there.
Well, it's the best because you got to savor it too, because it goes by in such a hurry. I mean, it's opening week, but here before long we'll be in the month of October heading to the playoffs.
We'll soon be in Rivalry Showcase, and you'll be down on the sidelines.
I have fun, man.
This returnable from the 5-yard line. Rebels would love to get something going on special teams.
Flag will back it up.
And a flag's not going to do it.
Flag will back it up.
Antoine Bearden on the return.
So we've already had a procedural penalty on Bearden on a kickoff. We're going to get, looks like probably a holding for West here on the return.
Felt like our game Thursday with Powell and Anderson County was pretty clean.
It was. I agree with that.
Holding. Number 20 on the receiving team. That'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
Tell you what, thoughts on night one, first full Friday night, I should say. A couple teams that made huge comes back from what happened a year ago. How about Oliver Springs? Lost to South Pittsburgh 56-0 to start 2023. And then they come back and beat the defending state champions 27-7.
Handled it really well.
They'll hand off to Bearden. Bearden cutting back inside, and he'll just get nailed.
Big win for Kevin Lane in his inaugural game as the Central head coach. Halls went up and just dismantled Mark Pemberton in his first game at Campbell County. They were at 41-0 at the half and ended 41-0 in the second half that lasted about, in real time, 24 minutes.
Rebels haven't thrown the football yet. We're waiting on them to do that. A second down and 8, and here's where they'll do it. And it'll be a little screen pass, which I don't know that it would have worked anyway because Kovacic was there.
I don't know. Maybe you make him miss and see what you got. Anyway, you need to catch that and help out your quarterback. You just need to find some type of rhythm here, because West has not been able to find anything offensively so far. And now it's 3rd and 8, still back up in your own territory.
Big lineman spotlight there for West. Big number 67 on the offensive front, being Jack Cudavilla. 3rd down and 8, and a flag comes in. By the way, it's Kovacic.
Number 64 on the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
Makes it that much harder on 3rd down. Now going from 3rd and 8 to 3rd and 13.
I think the challenge right now for Lamar Brown and the play calling is I think he felt like they would dominate at the line of scrimmage, all their linemen back. And it just hadn't happened so far. 0 for 2 on 3rd down. And he'll look to throw, going to take a shot downfield. Both defenders turning and running. And the receiver, David Drotta, just falls down. It's 4th down.
Well, they got tripped up, and then he got tripped up over them. So
there's really nothing to call. Everybody just kind of all fell down.
And the ball wasn't catchable, too. So.
A year ago, what happened? Bearden blocked the punt. So watch out for it here.
Yeah.
West punter.
And if you're West,
Jones Bowling.
You don't want Beaufort to get his hands on the football in your end of the field.
They're bringing in a tight right here. Trying to get more guys in there to protect.
Good snap. And they'll get it away. Beaufort has an opportunity at the 42. He is slippery. He is quick inside the 30 and steps out at the 29. Well, the road to Chattanooga is off and rolling. And our thanks to Food City, Pepsi, and Frito-Lay being your tailgating headquarters again this year. Place that order online at foodcity.com. They will have you ready. The Vols at home next week. Gorgeous shot high above Bearden tonight as the Vols will open the season 1 week from today, 12:45 at the Neyland Stadium, preserved by Pilot. Throw this one out, and quicker than the hiccup goes Beaufort down inside the 20.
Third possession already for Bearden's offense. The second one starting well inside Rebel territory. And a good pickup on first down right there. I mean, Bearden is moving.
Love the burst there. As Beaufort kind of waits and then just
want to get it to him in space. That's the goal. Get him in space like in the punt return. He will make things happen.
Bulldogs already up 10-0. False start.
Yep, false start. I think it was the center.
Well, if you're West,
Number 55 on the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty that remains first down.
Really don't want to go down 17. I think you're okay with a field goal. You're okay with 13. With 17, it just changes the complexion of the game.
Yeah. Left guard.
Cameron Leggett there, number 52 for West. 6'1" senior on the defensive front. J.P. Peace wearing number 37. He's the one we'll be talking about a lot.
West defense rallying the football. Great backside pursuit.
Rivalry Thursday brought to you in part by D1, the official training facility of Rivalry Thursday. Multiple area locations, D1 is the place for the athlete. Maybe one more play before the end of the quarter, second down and 11. If the Bulldogs decide to run, and they will. Hunter has time. Across the middle, right off of Beaufort's face mask.
It was a great throw, and he put it right on Beaufort. I mean, that's a heater, but Beaufort's got to come down with that. That was a great throw by Hunter.
Double zeros on the clock. That's the end of the quarter, I do believe. 10-0 Bulldogs. It's been a little ugly. Bearden happy. It's pretty to them, up 10-0.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OAB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.
Hello, I'm local East Tennessee agent Scotty Dykes. We'd love to do business with you. We offer auto, home, life, and other investment products. My number's at the bottom of the screen along with our email address. Give us a call and see what we can help you with. We'd love to help you.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank, life made better.
Your roof, it's the most important protection against nature for your home or your business. That's why I trust the experts at Exterior Home Solutions.
Hey, what's going on? This is Cameron with Camco Commercial Door here in Knoxville, Tennessee. We specialize in residential and commercial garage door repair and replacement. We would love to earn your business. Feel free to give us a call at 865-776-9455.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jody Griffin. I'm a dentist here in Knoxville, Tennessee. In 22, I had a wakeboard tower hit me on the head and give me a concussion. In my office, I show x-rays to my patients so they can see their teeth. I needed somebody to do the same thing for my brain, so I went to MPG. They did an EEG of my brain, and they were able to show me the activity of my brain and give me a diagnosis and a treatment plan. So I choose MPG because brains is what they do, and that's all they do.
I'm Coach Josh Heupel.
There's nothing like the energy on Rocky Top. On Saturdays, you get 13 hours of coverage with game day all day. Weekdays, you get analysis unlike any other. No one covers the balls like 99.1, the sports animal.
Second quarter is brought to you by our friends at Knoxville Wholesale Furniture. It is the furniture that you want. Let's head down to the sideline. Casey Funderburg.
Coach, tonight's game is very similar to last year's game against Bearden. What do you guys need to do just to get into a better rhythm going forward?
It is very similar. We sucked in the first quarter, just like last year. So our kids just got to calm down. 2 turnovers. We're lucky to be down only 10. So hopefully we can get a stop here on 3rd down.
Thanks, Coach.
Hey, thank you.
That's called blunt, honest, and transparent, and I love it.
I love Lamar Brown.
That's what happens when you come from Jefferson County.
You know, let's take a look at the first quarter stats brought to you by OEB Law, and this is why he said they stunk in the first quarter.
It's not good. No passing yards, 23 rushing yards. Look at those turnovers. 2 turnovers, obviously costly. One on the first play.
And he's right. If they don't get the pressure and force the pick, Bearden may have tacked on at least 3 more. And now Bearden again is knocking on the door to start the second quarter.
Big 3rd down, though.
When I get a letter from the FCC about that, I'll send it to Lamar. 3rd down and 11. Hunter throws this one out. And, boy, there were about 3 Rebels that could have intercepted that football that none of them turned around. That was just thrown out to no man's land.
It was. One you like to have back.
Now, once again, Hunter, the story about him is he came in June. So, I mean, literally, let's look at it. It's been 2.5 months. This kid's been here.
And he's young. I mean, he's 15 years old.
Yeah, he doesn't even have a driver's license yet. Football down at the 26, 36-yard field goal attempt. And it is good. Could have been blocked by several Rebels. I think everybody was afraid.
They've been close a couple times.
Yeah, they were afraid to make contact with the kicker. So 13-0. But once again, if you're West, let's take a quick break and a break. Our friends at Aqua Clear as the light show is in full effect.
What's the #1 home improvement project you can do for your house? Install an Aqua Clear water system. If you see one of our blue and green trucks coming down the road, we're on our way to help another Tennessee family get better water. You owe it to yourself and your family to find out why 18,000 Tennessee homeowners have made the switch to Aqua Clear water systems. For your free water test and estimate, scan the QR code on the screen. We'll change your water. It'll change your life.
If you scan the code, they'll come out and give you a free water test. They came out to our house about a year ago, and we were amazed at the water test. Got a system put in at our house, and absolutely love it. AquaClearWS.com.
Got to scan it, don't click it.
I know. I made the comment one time about click the QVC code, and
we need new material because that was like 3 years ago.
I haven't given you much of anything since after I was fully embarrassed.
Yes, you have.
About the 5-yard line is where he starts and continues to matriculate down the field as the Bulldogs reach for the football. A 4-play, 8-yard drive for Bearden. And 118 led to a field goal. Now that's good defense is what I said.
West defense keeping them hanging around the chicken coop. Can they play the role of Fox in the fourth quarter? That'll be the question. They did it a year ago.
But to your point, they held it to a field goal instead of a touchdown, and you're right. I mean, you go from a 2-possession, potentially 3-possession football game. Doesn't feel like it's too far out right now.
First down at 10 at the 25, right up the middle. And right now, there's just not really anywhere to go. Until you can establish the pass, I mean, the linebackers, once again, you know, Eric, not Austin, you know, there's no reason to play honest.
Yeah, I mean, you're not worrying about the pass. You're just cheating downhill a little bit.
Well, what were the keys to the game? Load the box if you're Bearden. I mean, don't let them just have, you know,
force them to play in space.
I mean,
force them to defend the pass.
Make them put the ball through the air.
Until you throw one over the top or throw one behind the backer on a slant or something. Yeah, put that ball.
Parker Devon, the quarterback, he'll turn and hand off again.
That's good.
And there's just nowhere to go. Those linebackers are all over it, led by Kai Ironside, number 1. He is a senior. And said hello to his friend, Tavion Ray.
Ray, who's got 2 fumbles in this football game.
Yeah, and boy, you start thinking about it. It's like missing free throws. It just gets in your head. 0 for 3 on 3rd down of the Rebels. They really need to get something going. 3rd down and 6.
I mean, they're going to have to put the ball in the air. I mean, it's
Yeah, they're going to have to now. It's an empty set. He'll throw this one out. Catch is made. There's your 1st down. James Mills, 6'1", goes high to make the grab. And there's a little bit of a jawing, which is not a surprise in this rivalry.
Almost sailed it there, but good enough. Right at the sticks. Plenty of cushion there.
I was going to say the cushion's the reason he made the catch, because there wasn't much zip on it.
That's the first down of the night for the Rebels. And they'll back out to the 40-yard line. Messiah Wren.
West has always got a Wren at tailback. It feels like that.
Well, you could say West always has a dance, but they finally don't.
I know. Ched's sad, man. He is sad. He doesn't know what to do this time.
Always an Ironside there on the other side.
2nd down and 5 at the 40. They'll stay on the ground off left tackle, find a little gap. They'll get a 1st down and almost to midfield. Now there's a little something.
Low center of gravity for Wren. Big hole by the offensive line. And another 1st down for the Rebels.
Wren is a diminutive one, 5'6", 134. And then they'll come back with the big back, Tavion Ray, 6'2", 190. 1st and 10, 49. Burdine in motion. He is in jail. And will be corralled by everyone out there on the field wearing maroon, including big 75 Boston Yeager. 6'3", 280.
Lost his helmet. He'll have to sit out of play. He's a weight room warrior. Always has been. One of the strongest guys in Knox County. That being Boston Yeager.
Second down and 10, 8.5 minutes to go. 1st half, almost to midfield. And the Rebels will stay on the ground. And there is simple.
There he is again.
Nowhere to go. Ironside again. And Ironside's the one who is shaken up on the play, reaching for his collarbone.
That's not good.
No. Yeah, let's go ahead and catch a break right here as the doctors at Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic are attending to Kai Ironside. 13-0 Bearden, but the focus on number 1.
At LMU, every door is open. Each can help me build my future exactly how I imagine it. Let's check those specs, guys. And lead to a career where I'll have an impact. As a nurse. How are you feeling today? A social worker.
I guess it started when I was younger.
Or an executive of a multinational company. Take a look at the 3rd quarter. I know LMU will prepare me for a career where I'll make my mark. That's a cut. Because whatever door I walk into, there's a future for me.
Hi, I'm Laura Ash, your West Knoxville State Farm agent. I've been here in the Renaissance for 17 years, and I'd love to help your young football players or anyone with their car insurance, home insurance, and life insurance. Give me a call at Laura Ash State Farm.
Hi, I'm David Ball, National Sales Manager here at Legend Fitness. We have been manufacturing strength and fitness equipment for over 45 years here in Knoxville. Everything is made to order. 30 different powder coat colors, 85 different upholstery colors, because at Legend Fitness, we deliver quality.
What's up, guys? It's Devin Driscoll, owner of D1 Sports Training with locations in Hardin Valley and Blount County. If you're looking to take your athlete's sports performance to the next level or increase your overall sports performance and fitness, reach out to us at one of our locations in Hardin Valley or in Blount.
Join us for the Food City Locker Room presented by Garza Law every Sunday at 11:30 on WATE.
Now the LMU Kickoff Classic is brought to you by D1 Training, Food City, Matlock Tire. Kick for Tires is coming up. Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic tending to the player on the field right now. Glass Doctor and Better Mattress. So Ironside off the field. Don't know the extent of the injury, but he did walk off the field. And a 3rd down and 10 coming up right here. DeBond going to take a shot across the middle. Oh, and a pass to Bearden. Catch is made. Now that's the strike that gets a quarterback going.
And that was right in the middle of 4 defenders, too. I mean, it wasn't super tight. There was a pocket there, but he put that in there right in the middle of the square.
Good job, too, Park.
Big play. They needed that.
21 yards across the middle. It's the first time that they've crossed the 50-yard line, oh, by the way.
It's like Logan Lamont, by the way, is coming in at linebacker in place of Kai Ironside.
Pivotal to get points here for West now that you're down to the 30.
9th play of the drive. Bearden in motion. They'll hand off inside and a quick 5 yards, carrying defenders, and now all of a sudden West feels like they're running downhill. That is Antarius McAllister.
McAllister was getting downhill in a hurry. He's the speedster of the bunch. Quick burst. He was running into contact there, but he was running through it.
They'll stay on the ground. There he is again, quicker than a hiccup. Down inside the 15, into the D1 red zone goes McAllister, and it's the Rebels knocking on the door.
And much like a year ago, that was different because it took to the 4th quarter. It feels like West has kind of survived that early punch from Bearden and now has some momentum.
And I think there's more of a sense of urgency. Ray had the opportunity, tripped over the old turf monster.
Johnny Blade got him.
By the way, we'll talk about that. My friends at Baseline Sports Construction came out here on Wednesday and did a full cleaning and all work on this field, spent all day long, and really appreciated them. I'll show you some of that here in a little bit. 2nd down and 9 at the 10-yard line. They've slipped Messiah Wren in at running back. And they'll give it to Wren off right tackle to the outside. Got some blockers, cuts back inside, spins down inside the 5. And it may be 1st down and goal. Let's see where they mark it.
It's going to be close, but it's going to be 3rd down. If they get to the 1, it could be 1st and goal.
3rd down and about half a yard. They bring McAllister in at running back. They'll give it to him, and he will score. Just what the doctor ordered for the Rebels, and it's 13-6 with the extra point to come.
To survive those early body blows, much like a year ago. Finding some footing on that drive. 2 passes were, to me, the biggest part of the drive, but West finally gets things going on the ground with both McAllister and then obviously 22 Wren. So both kids, I thought, were really outstanding on that drive, and it's 13-7.
13-play drive ends up in the end zone, 13-7. Well, we enjoyed having Charlie Morgan on tonight. You'll get to see him every week for the Gray Hodges pregame show on Rivalry Thursday that will start over on the Knox WKNX this next Thursday night. We will have Loudon in on North City, and Charlie always says, you know what? I'm a businessman, and the one that's having to pay for the buses is the visiting school. So why don't we give $1,000 to the other team?
Happy early 75th birthday, Monday, to that guy, Charlie Morgan. Reads Across America, $1,900 is what we announced the other night on the air. But by the time they closed up shop, over $2,000 donated to put the wreaths on the graves of our veterans by the great people at Anderson County and Powell big congrats to them. It's a heck of a start. We'll see what West and Bearden do tonight, but donate at Rees Across America at knoxrees.org.
13-play, 75-yard drive in 6:16, and it ended up in a Wren touchdown. McAllister touchdown, that is.
Huge throw on that drive from Dubon to put him down inside Bearden territory. Kind of got that run game going after that. They found some rhythm. That's what jump-started that drive.
Deep kick here. Returnable from the 2-yard line. It is Beaufort. And Beaufort following Barkers, and look out here.
Woo-hoo. The acceleration. Looked like Carl Lewis on the hurdles.
Tyson Butler in on the tackle.
If he wasn't, he would have been gone.
You kind of feel like if you're West, now that you've answered, you can kind of settle into this game and not feel like it's desperation time.
Agreed. I agree. Even if Bearden goes and scores here, if you're West, you're like, okay, we're good. We're good.
Well, when the first play of the game is a fumble and a scoop and score, and you're behind 7-0, 15 seconds into the game, kind of hard to settle into the football game.
Yeah, I mean, this defense has given up, 6 points, 2 field goals? Is that right?
Yeah.
I mean, this defense has played fine.
Whereas, if Bearden goes and scores here, goes up 20-7, they get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah.
So,
got a quick 5 yards, 2nd down and 5 at the 42, inside handoff. And a young quarterback, DJ Hunter, Casey Funderburg, transfers in, and he's got a lot of help out there.
Yeah, he does. And also, he comes from an athletic family, so I think that probably helps him out a lot. His dad played college basketball. His uncle played college football and actually played a season with the Green Bay Packers, so he has some family members he can rely on. But he also said that Drew Parrott has been so helpful for him, teaching him the Bearden way and their style of play. So he has a lot of people surrounding him who can truly help him since he hasn't been with this team very long.
I think the consummate team player is Drew Parrott as they'll hand off inside. I mean, he was the quarterback the last couple of years. You get a guy like
the last 3 years.
Well, yeah, 3 years. So you get DJ Hunter that comes in here. He's been offered by some Power 5 schools. You know that he's going to be offered by others. And
oh yeah, I mean, you can tell here in the second quarter.
You can only play 1 quarter. And Josh Jones said, hey, would you mind moving to wide receiver? And Drew Parrott, the consummate team player, says, I'll do whatever you need me to do, Coach.
I mean, that move as well just makes the offense that much better. You get a higher ceiling at quarterback, but also you get some more playmaking ability here, another weapon on the offensive side of the football. I mean, they went to him play number 1 in the football game.
2nd down and 8. They'll stay on the ground, trying to swing things wide. A flag comes in from behind. So Jason Thompson, who is a junior, this will be wiped away. Although I think he lost yards anyway.
Holding, number 12 on the offense. That penalty is declined. It's going to be 3rd down.
Yeah, that's the reason they'll decline it. It's either 2nd down and Kingston Pike or 3rd down and 8 yards. Watch the left side of your screen.
Looking for number 12. Yep, there it is right there.
Good call.
Clear as day. You see the jersey stretched. Let's hold DeRoche. Kneeling.
Bulldogs 1 for 4 on 3rd down tonight. 3rd down and 10. And the Rebels will drop the linebackers back. Hunter's going to take a shot downfield. There's the arm. There's the receiver. Touchdown.
Dropped it. Dropped it. Booby saw it go off his fingertips.
That was a gorgeous throw.
Well, you saw the arm.
Look at right here. Clearly past the defensive back. Had to turn around and
yeah, well.
Sometimes you hear receivers say that it's harder to make a wide open catch than a contested catch. It sounds silly, but
the play-by-play guy gave him the touchdown. So, you know.
It's a really good throw there by DJ Hunter.
First Bearden punt of the night. Oh, and it's a high snap, and that's what happens. Pendergrass running back to his 9. He'll turn and he'll punt this one away.
Wow, that's a huge play.
And it's returnable. And there's an awful lot that happened
and a flag,
on that play.
Late hit, so it's going to be 15 more yards for West.
A late hit at about the 30, and after all that, West will get the football around the 15.
With under 3 minutes to go, plenty of time to potentially take the lead or cut into the Bearden lead.
The third possession in this football game in the first half that you've seen an opponent start on the plus side of the 50.
There was about 5 plays rolled into 1 on that one.
I mean, it was a heck of a play by Pendergrass to get it away. West was clearly setting up for the return, too, because when they got snapped, all of a sudden they said, uh-oh, and they went to go get it. But if they had been coming after it, I think they probably recovered it.
Yeah, that's a great effort.
Yeah, 5 plays in 1. Let me think about it.
Are we sure here?
After the change of possession, personal foul, late hit out of bounds, number 19 on the kicking team. That'll be a 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, first down.
How's this? 1st and 10 from the 15, down by 6, 3 minutes to work with.
And Josh Jones says, didn't this just happen a year ago? At a 10-0 lead, this time 13-0. And then all of a sudden, this happens. And it was a great play, by the way, by Jack Keith.
Nice keep there by Dumont. He read that correctly, and a nice pickup on first down. Picks up 5.
Yeah, 5-yard gain, 2nd down and 5 right at the 10 in the D1 red zone.
I'm just running some clock here, aren't you, Eric? I mean, I'm letting this go down to the point where Bearden doesn't have a whole lot of time.
True, but you need to make sure you punch this in. You cannot not find the end zone.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
2nd down and 5, handoff off right tackle, looking for the end zone, cutting inside, touchdown. It's Antarius McAllister from 10 yards out, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and just that quickly, West can take the lead with the extra point.
Yep. West went from without a pulse to looking like the Undertaker resurrecting right. I mean, like, seriously, I mean, think about two series ago, Eric. They had nothing. They didn't even get their first down until 2 series ago.
Yeah, their coach said on live TV that they stunk.
And better phrase.
He had that nice little jump step there to the right. I think McAllister's added a lot to this offense the last 2 series.
The extra point is up. It is good. Rebels have the lead. 14-13. 2:13 to go. A message from our friends at Knoxville Wholesale Furniture.
Hi, I'm Tim Harris, owner of Knoxville Wholesale Furniture, and we're so proud to help sponsor high school football. As an ex-high school football coach myself, I understand how important it is to the fabric of our communities. High school football teaches striving and working for a goal with others, teamwork, toughness, and courage. I hope everyone will get out and support your local team. High school football, there's nothing like it.
Well, we've had some interesting drives tonight. That last drive, a 3-play, 15-yard drive in 45 seconds. And the furniture you want is at Knoxville Wholesale Furniture. 2:13 to go here in the first half of the LMU Kickoff Classic, and it has turned out to be what we thought it would. Kickoff is returnable by Beaufort back at the 2-yard line. Special teams have been thrill a minute, and Beaufort takes it out past the 30, Casey Thunderbird.
Well, guys, can West make the three-peat happen? A lot of people are talking about it. You know, last season they went and won the state championship game for the 2nd time in a row. But a lot of fans are saying, can we do it for a 3rd time? And that's what they're going to try to do this season. But head coach Lamar Brown said, we're not worried about all of that. We're not talking about all of that. We're just focused on getting better every single day. He's like, as long as I have championship men, that's all I'm worried about. So that's what they're focused on at West. But you can't help think about a 3-peat.
Yep. 3 in a row would be impressive.
Bearden going to take the shackles off here with 2:01 to go. We'll see if they start go a little hurry up here. They'll throw it. They'll work the 3 or 4 wide receiver sets.
You know, to Casey's point, you talk about a program. I said this on the pregame show, and I'll say it now. When Lamar Brown moved from Morristown West to Knoxville West, there were 74 kids in the program at Knoxville West. There's now over 140. So the kids are coming out of the halls. First down and 10. DJ Hunter has time, zings it across the middle. Every time he throws the football, he shows you just the arm strength. He just flicks it downfield, a la Joe Milton, if you ask me.
Yeah, he's going to be a good one. There is a flag on the field, and to your point, Austin, they went empty that time. 5 wide receiver set, obviously trying to push the football down here with 1:32 on the clock. Flags on the far hash at the 45. Pass interference impending.
Holding, 0 on the defense. That's a 10-yard penalty. It's going to result in a first down.
West just keeps plugging in players in this run they're on. I mean, we didn't think they could replace a Jackson Lewis 2 years ago. They did. Yeah. Ryan Scott this past year. And it looks like certainly they've got some horses on the defensive side of the ball.
Minute and a half to go here in the first half. Hunter now 4 for 10, 25 yards. Three receptions by Beaufort for 24. So the epitome of the go-to guy.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. They're going to look for him here again. Empty set. 3 to the bottom of the screen.
First down and 10. He's got time. Zipped it across the middle. Shouldn't have thrown that football.
And he forced it. Trying to find Beaufort, as you pointed out, Mark. He forces it, and it's McAllister that makes the play. He's making plays on both ends of the field.
He runs the route better than the receiver does. I mean, what are you doing there? Like, you just force one in. The kid was totally covered up. And if you're West, I'm probably taking a couple of shots on the ground here and see if you can pop one and get into halftime.
And if you pop one, you got 3 timeouts.
Yes.
He's got a full possession. He's got 3 timeouts left. And 125, I mean.
Yeah, but you've got the momentum here. If you put one in the air, it gets picked off. You still got a relatively inexperienced quarterback.
Yeah.
And you do not want to get the football back with any time. So
yeah, right on cue, he'll take a deep shot to Bearden. 5-step drop, looking to throw, and will keep it himself. And will dive to the 29. And I'll say this, smart decision by the inexperienced quarterback to pull that one down because the receivers were covered to the point, no reason to throw an interception.
Yeah, I mean, you just saw it on the flip of possession. When you force it, when you shouldn't, what happens?
We'll give it to Wren off right tackle. He'll get the first down. And with 52 seconds to go, you're out to the 37-yard line.
Clock stopped as well.
But the Matlock kick for tires is coming up here in just a few minutes. As if someone can make the kick, they'll win free tires from Matlock Tire. Jimmy Matlock is here tonight. So we've got the face of the company, if you will. So far, all we've had for a while are onside kicks by the students. First and 10 at the 37. All 3 timeouts in their pocket. 52 seconds to go. They'll give it to Bearden. He's trying to use the speed. Going to cut back inside and absolutely nowhere to go.
I don't hate the call there. Again, looking if you can find something to pop it. Bearden ran that great. They were not outstretched. They got lateral in a hurry, and he lost yards on that.
I mean, I guess I'm a little surprised there's no sense of urgency trying to score. I mean, I'm not one to question Lamar Brown. He knows a lot more about football than I do, but I just felt like they might.
At the end of the day, they're still a high school team trying to go up 75 yards in a minute 20. I mean, it's hard.
Yeah, true.
I mean, if it's the end of the game, I think there's probably more urgency. I think West feels really good about where they're at. They had 2 men moving at the same time.
Second down and 13. Just throw that into the ground.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, 2 men moving at the same time.
By the way, I mentioned another team that had lost 56-0 to the team that they beat last night. Harriman lost to Kingston a year ago, 56-0.
And then won last night.
And then Coach Tapp comes back with his Blue Devils, and they get the win 33-28.
Travis Tapp is a staple, buddy.
Illegal shift on the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
He had kind of a look in his eye. I did a little coaches show for E2 Sports a week ago Saturday, and Coach Tapp was on the show with us. And you could tell he felt good about his team and happy for that guy. I mean, happy to get a win. He's one of the good ones.
Well, happy for that guy, happy for the community.
Lenoir City got off to a nice win last night over South Doyle. That's where we'll be next week for the Battle of the Bridge, Loudon and Lenoir City.
Well, the first of our two Pioneer Heating and Air Scholar athletes, Brody McFalls, a senior for West High School, offensive lineman, 4.64 GPA. Impressive looking kid, and doing it in the classroom and on the field as well. He's out there right now making his way out with 9 seconds to go in the first half on the LMU Kickoff Classic. Here's the challenge, and I'm anxious to see on the Matlock Kick for Tires. A lot of times we don't have the students at Bearden run out onto the field because they don't want to lose their spot.
Yeah.
They got in the dog pound here, they got early, they like their spot, and they don't want to leave.
Yeah. I don't see a big crowd down there.
I see some cheerleaders and a few guys down there with their shirts off, so we'll see what happens. 9 seconds to go, inside handoff. And that will take us to the end of the first half as Wren is down. I think big 75, Yeager again. Fell on Wren, who's 135, and now he's got a problem. Well, it'll take us to halftime, to the LMU halftime, as the West Rebels thrill a minute in the first half, have a 14-13 lead over Bearden. And Casey Funderburg and our field producer, Tony Budnick, on the bottom right of your screen wearing red, will make their way out onto the field. For the Matlock Kick for Tires, dude's going to win an oil change just for showing up out there, but can get tires if he or she makes the 30-yard field goal. 30-yard field goal. 30-yard field goal. I mean, you could do this, could you not, Casey? Come on now.
Honestly, I think I could. I've actually got sneakers on, and Gresham over here, he is barefoot, so we're going to see what happens.
Oh.
Gresham, first, where in the world did you get this hat that you're wearing?
I bought it in Texas like 2 years ago. I really was going to get rid of it, but I didn't, and I'm glad that I didn't.
Maybe it'll be your lucky charm tonight.
I think so.
All right, well, we also have Jimmy from Matlock Tires. Jimmy, obviously, we want to give out a free set of tires tonight, but if we don't, next week is going to be a great time for people to buy tires, and why is that?
Casey, exciting time. Our sale for Labor Day is all next week, almost as exciting as watching this kick tonight. It's a great high school game, so we'll see how well he does here, but come see us next week.
All right, well, Gresham, let's see what you got.
30-yard field goal for free tires.
I mean, no shoes.
Oh, he's stepping it up. He's stepping it off, Casey.
He might be a soccer player.
He's
Oh my goodness. He missed it. He definitely missed it.
Wide right.
All right, well, maybe the chicken hat was almost good luck. We're going to head to the LMU halftime. West leads Bearden 14-13.
Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair is proud to be celebrating 70 years of serving East Tennessee. That's 70 years of old school customer service, trustworthy auto repair, and of course, great deals on tires. Each one of our 5 convenient East Tennessee locations feature family-friendly waiting areas, and you can schedule appointments and search for tires right on our website at matlocktireservice.com. Modern convenience, hometown values. For 70 years and counting, Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
For 75 years, Gray Hodges has been supplying inspiration to their customers. From its original downtown Knoxville store, founded in 1949, to its now 4 area locations, Gray Hodges has remained the region's trusted source for custom cabinetry, bath fixtures, kitchen hardware, plumbing supplies, and much more. And they are an employee-owned company, so you are always speaking to an owner. Visit one of their convenient showrooms and see how they can inspire you today. Gray Hodges, employee-owned, service perfect.
I'm Tennessee basketball player JP Estrella. Let me give you a tour here of the offices at Knoxville Smiles.
Dr. Costa is placing implants with a robot, and it's all done digitally. There's no guessing with this since it's all robotic. Dr. Wilco is the newest addition to the office. He loves to research the latest and greatest in technology, so the other doctors go to him for the newest product information and techniques. Dr. Malone is building teeth in the mouth. To him, cosmetic bonding is more like artwork. He does this without cutting your teeth down. It's all about building them up. Guys, we still have a problem. Y'all have a bigger chair?
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Hi, I'm Laura Ash. I'm your local West Knoxville State Farm agent. I've been in the Renaissance for 17 years, and I'd love to show you my office. And as it is every day, it's super busy. Come on in. Welcome in. The first thing you'll see is Jake. Morning, Jake. And secondly, you'll see Emily doing what she does best.
Hello, Tom. This is Emily at Laura Ash State Farm, and we just wanted to call and wish you a happy birthday today. We hope you're having a wonderful day.
And this is Melody. She's talking to one of our customers about some life insurance for her granddaughter, who, by the way, will be a future young driver with State Farm. And this is Kirsten. She's having a really serious conversation with someone about a car accident they just had. So we're here for you during the really tough times as well. Welcome to my office, or Vol Central. Super big Vol fans here. This is the place where a lot of things happen for people, our customers. Their kids come in and we have new driver talks. So we'll tell children what to do if they're in an accident, how to keep their insurance lower. State Farm has great young driver rates, and we talk about all of that here. We build relationships, and we're not going to send you to an 800 number here at Laura Ash State Farm. So give us a call, 675-0888, or visit us in the Renaissance Center out here in Farragut.
Time now for the LMU Halftime Report, brought to you by Lincoln Memorial University. Halftime score, West 14, Bearden 13. Without further ado, let's head down to the field to the West Rebel Marching Band. And nice job of the West Rebel Marching Band, and as they make their way off, a quick message, Doc Talk, from our friends at Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic, and tonight it is Dr. Russell Betcher.
I'm Russell Betcher with the Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic. Late onset muscle soreness is that stiffness or soreness that we feel 24 to 72 hours after an unaccustomed exercise, most frequently strength training. Due to very mild injury of the muscle, it creates pain, and it's not lactic acid buildup like we were taught. How to treat it? Well, some light stretching, some very light strengthening, and recreating the motions that you were doing with much less weight. Ice cup, massage, icing. Some people would recommend ibuprofen or anti-inflammatory medications. How to prevent it? Don't make big changes, particularly when it comes to the amount of weight you're lifting, repetitions, or intensity. If not better after 72 hours, seek the advice of your musculoskeletal or sports medicine provider.
Thank you, Dr. Betcher. I've actually been into him myself before, Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic. Hey, I want to say thank you to my friends at Baseline Sports Construction. If you remember, about 8 years ago, we put all these fields in Knox County, and I called Will Ferguson the other day and said, hey, could you guys come out here and do a full cleaning of this? And while they do that as a regular maintenance, he said, sure, they got this new piece of equipment. They came out here on Wednesday. Can't thank those guys enough. And the reason I show you this is because I want people to understand the care that's being taken of the investment by Pilot and the Haslam Family Foundation. Even 8, 9 years later, these fields have a life of about 10, 11, 12 years. So they'll all be coming up for replacement here in just a little bit. And we'll see if we can't relive what we did a few years ago with Pilot and Mr. Hassan. We'll see what happens. Sam Rothman is in from WATE. Sam, we saw you in the pregame show. You did so good, we thought we'd have you back again. First night of Friday Frenzy last night, and I asked you to share with us a play of the week for the first week.
That's right. Yeah, if you missed last night's Friday Frenzy show, don't worry, we have you covered. It's from our game of the week, our play of the week. We're going to head out to Morristown for that East-West rivalry game. You can see it here. Eli Davis tipping it to himself, shuffling off a defender and running it in for 6. And I did you a little favor here. We're going to show it to you in slow-mo to just see. Ooh, look at that. That's what you want from week one. No week one jitters there for Eli Davis. Morristown East picking up their first win in just about 2 seasons. They come in against their biggest rival. I don't think you can really ask more for that. And can't ask for more than this. Next week, Friday Frenzy Week 2, Alcoa Bearden right back here. Farragut at Pal. Both teams looking to bounce back after a week 1 loss. Jefferson County, Sevier County, both of those teams looked good in week 1. Then York Institute at Grace. There might be something with the head coach there. I don't know if you know a little bit about that. And then Maryville at Central. Both teams also big week 1 win. Maryville dominating week 1 win. So we'll see what happens in week 2, guys. Yeah, always a lot of fun to get things started. We were talking about that during the broadcast. You know, you look forward to football season. You count down the days, and all of a sudden you're there, and you're like, really? It's so crazy.
Yeah, we're there again. You guys did a great job last night on Friday Frenzy. We'll see you next week, okay?
Sounds good. Thanks, Mark.
All right, and our friends at WATE will join us again each Thursday night as we make the move from WATE every Thursday night to kind of our permanent home for Rivalry Thursday, and that's on our friends at WKNX over on the Knox part of the Rivalry Thursday network. So next week, Loudon and Lenore City, the Battle of the Bridge. Looking forward to that great atmosphere. We've had 2 full stadiums. We'll have a full stadium again next week at the Battle of the Bridge. Heritage and William Blount, that'll be a packed house. Greenville and Alcoa, maybe we'll get the entire game in this year. Last year we got under a half in. Carter and Halls, there's Grace and Lakeway. We've never been to Lakeway, looking forward to that. We'll be back here for Maryville and Bearden in what figures to be a battle of heavyweights. Brentwood Academy, George McIntyre, the Tennessee 5-star commitment at quarterback. Have a feeling we may see some familiar faces, some coaches wearing orange on the sideline at Catholic. Anderson County and West, Coalfield and Oliver Springs, Maryville and Farragut. And then, as we have told you, we expand our playoff coverage to OEB Rivalry Playoffs presented by Food City. Thursdays and Fridays every week this year. Thursday night will be on WKNX, Fridays on WATE, first, second, and third round Thursday and Friday, and then the semifinal will be on WKNX the Knox. Hey, congratulations to Melanie Kennedy, a French teacher at Bearden High School. 35 years, the longest tenure currently in Knox County schools as LMU honors a local educator. And congratulations to Melanie Kennedy on an incredible career from your friends at Lincoln Memorial University. Time now for us to head down to the field as the Bearden Bulldog Marching Band is ready to roll.
The East Tennessee History Center, Overland Diesel, King's Cadence, and Knox Speed and Diesel Asset Planning Corporation. Please join us in welcoming the Bearden High School Band as they proudly present their show, Mirage.
The band spotlight is brought to you by Exterior Home Solutions. For all your roofing, siding, and window needs, think of Exterior Home Solutions. And tonight the spotlight shines on Summit Hetman, a senior percussionist in the Bearden Band. Nice job by the Bearden Bulldog Marching Band as the LMU halftime report continues. Halftime score 14-13 west over Bearden.
Welcome back to Bearden High School. It's halftime here, and guys, next week we've been teasing it all game. We have got the Battle of the Bridge, and that is Lenoir City and Loudon. And our Austin Price talked to Lenoir City's head coach, Scott Cummings, about next week's game.
Joined by Lenoir City head coach Scott Cummings. Coach Cummings, you roll into this season, with a veteran team in some ways, and then youth in others. What do you like about this year's group?
Well, the senior class has shown a lot of leadership, first of all. They've been through a lot of turnover and some really hard times along the way to persevere and have a good season last year. So they got a taste of it, and I've enjoyed being able to coach the guys hard, and they'll take hard coaching.
You have your first Battle of the Bridge next Thursday night. We'll have it right here on Rivalry Thursday. What have you always admired about that game from afar? And now that you're kind of inside the rivalry before you get there, kind of what have you noticed about this big game early in the year?
Well, from afar, you hear about it every year, and Battle of the Bridge, but, honestly, just never gave it a ton of thought. I just knew it was a big rival game, but now that I'm here and experiencing it, I was grossly underestimating the feelings around these parts. I've been told more than once that you win one game, make sure it's Loudon game, which hasn't happened in a while apparently. So, but the passion is it's not hard to find for sure.
Coach, we appreciate the time. We'll see you Thursday night over there at your place as you host your first ever Battle of the Bridge.
All right. Thank you, Austin. Appreciate you.
Exciting game ahead. It is going to be at 6:30. That's when the pregame show starts on the Knox, and then kickoff at 7. Mark, what are you looking forward to most in next week's game?
I love the fact that the atmosphere. I love the atmosphere for the Battle of the Bridge. That's a great atmosphere. Be a lot of fun. By the way, it's good to see Scott, smiling. That was the best part of that. Casey, thank you so much. All right, hey, so let's take a break. We'll come back second half of the LMU Kickoff Classic, 14-13, and it has been a classic so far.
Hey, Tim Hoskins here from Covenant Sports Medicine. I'm the corporate manager of sports medicine, and I want to speak a little bit to our community partners and relationships that we have. We partner with FC Alliance Soccer, LeConte Center at Pigeon Forge, Johnson University, numerous high schools in and around the area, AAU basketball, Morristown Landing, travel hockey, volleyball, lacrosse, you name it, we're probably involved. What a lot of people don't know about Covenant Health is we're a nonprofit, community-based healthcare delivery system. We provide services in your community. If you ever need help with some event medicine or sporting event, scan the QR code at the bottom. Covenant Health, our mission is to improve lives through better health.
At LMU, every door is open. Each can help me build my future exactly how I imagine it. Let's check those specs, guys. And lead to a career where I'll have an impact. As a nurse, how are you feeling today? A social worker.
I guess you started when I was young.
Or an executive of a multinational company. Take a look at the third quarter. I know LMU will prepare me for a career where I'll make my mark. That's a cut. Because whatever door I walk into, there's a future for me.
When you're 6'4" and 320 pounds like I am, finding a mattress is a challenge. That's why I went to Better Mattress for help. It's not about just selling big store brands. At Better Mattress, it's about making a mattress that fits the person's body type and their personal preferences. Look, after a big football game, this body is tired and sore. I have to have a mattress that helps me rest and rejuvenate. Big O and Better Mattress. Good night, just got better.
Hello, and welcome to the Nichols State Farm Agency. From Powell to Halls and all surrounding communities, it's our pleasure to serve. I'm Ryan Nichols, and I look forward to seeing you at the ball game.
I was the star around here until Glass Doctor installed this perfect shower enclosure. Now they look at me like, well, there you go.
Call the Glass Doctor, we'll fix your pains. Oh, yeah.
safety, integrity, reliability. More people trust the Joe Newbert family to return their vehicle back to its original condition or better. Only Joe Newbert Collision Centers offer pickup and delivery, worry-free insurance claim handling, and guaranteed repairs for as long as you own your vehicle. Insist on locally owned Joe Newbert Collision Centers. And drive safely out there.
I'm head coach Josh Heupel. There's nothing like the energy of football Saturdays on Rocky Top. The entire state is all in and decked out in orange and white. Plus, all the fans know that 99.1, the sports animal, is the station that captures it all. On game days, you get 13 hours of football coverage with Game Day all day. On weekdays, you get analysis and opinions unlike any other. Every fan knows no one covers the Vols like 99.1, the sports animal.
Join us for the Food City Locker Room presented by Garza Law every Sunday at 11:30 on WATE.
Yeah, third quarter is brought to you by Covenant Health. By the way, the Food City Locker Room is tomorrow night right here on WATE. So excited about that. Jason Swain, Chris Brown, Zakai Ziegler, and a special guest going to join us. Time now for the State Farm T-shirt toss, $500 going to the home school. And tonight it is from Laura Ash State Farm. And there's the check from Laura Ash. And Ryan Sylvia is new in Laura's office. So, Ryan, tell us what you're going to be doing out there in the Farragut area for Laura.
Yeah, I'm just helping out with whatever she needs. I know she cares a lot about the community, so it's an honor she had me come out and represent the office. But just whatever she needs to help customers throughout the Knoxville area, I'm there to help.
So I know that we're right here at high school. Tell us about young driver rates.
Yeah, the young driver rates that you can find over at Laura Ash State Farm, they're going to be the best you can get. I know that can be an expensive thing to get in terms of insurance, but if you want to get the cheapest rates you can for your young drivers or soon-to-be young drivers, it's going to be at Laura Ash State Farm.
Jeez Louise, Ryan, you're killing it out here. You're the best interview we've had tonight. Ryan Sylvia of Laura Ash State Farm, we appreciate you coming out.
Yeah, thank you.
Sounds good. Time now to take a look at the first half highlights. Austin Price, Eric Kane with me in the booth, and Eric, it got started from play number 1.
Spots popped right into the defender's hands, running in there. Defensive score, 7-0 Bearden on play number 1.
Yeah, Ray's second fumble right here, and this would set up a Bearden field goal after a pedestrian drive. As you look up, and this one was beautiful. The kick by William Pendergrass.
Pendergrass makes it 10-0. Bearden gets the football back again, and I think here's where West, if they win this game, they held the Bulldogs to a 4-play, 8-yard drive, which culminated in a field goal, 13-0. But back they come again.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Antharius McAllister, and he looked fantastic in the second quarter. Snap over the head of the Bearden punter, Pendergrass, and that sets up, after the penalty right here for a late hit, West in business down to the near 15-yard line, and McAllister goes to work again. This one right here to punch it in to give West a 14-13 lead at the half.
So the OEB first half stats, and Zach Nelson's doing stats for us, and he's way smarter than me. So he handed me like this spreadsheet of numbers, and I said, I don't understand all this. Eric Kane's smarter than me. What was he trying to say?
Well, just look at the difference. You know, West is leading in total yards. West is leading in rushing yards, but that's pretty much all in the second quarter. The Rebels, 23 rushing yards in quarter 1, 99 rushing yards in quarter 2.
Okay.
No first downs in the first quarter, 7 first downs in quarter number 2. So it's been a slow start offensively, and they finished strong.
That applause you heard was from Zach Nelson, that someone understood what he was saying. So one of the blockers will come up and says, I'm going to come up with this one, and I'm going to run it out to the 30-yard line.
Dorian Riggins. And Riggins, I love his game. He's kind of the bowling ball or the thunder, so to speak, to the lightning of Jason Thompson.
Didn't see him much in the first half, though, yeah.
You did not.
Riggins, 5'9", 220. And one of those where he went back and took the ball away from his returners and said, this one's mine. It's like the second baseman that runs out and kind of catches it where the outfielder maybe should have caught it.
And you're not supposed to do that, but
whatever. We're on TV. It's a season opener.
He didn't get a carry in the first half. He wanted the football.
Yeah.
Check.
I think you need to get DJ Hunter some early confidence in the second half.
Yep.
And I don't mean laterally, but I mean short passes, 8 to 10 yards.
ran over a blocker.
Yeah, they'll go to Thompson right up the gut, and he's running over people. Yeah, and I think for Hunter, to your point, I mean, what gives him confidence? Is it running? I think if you're a passer, you just want to make a quick 3-step slant.
Yeah, agreed. Something he can step into.
Look at Thompson up the middle. He'll get the first down out past the 40.
We've also seen them take a couple different shots with Hunter already in this game, but I think their best offense has been running the football on that mixed group of veterans and some young guys. They've done a pretty good job at points in Thompson.
They'll give it to him again off left tackle. Boy, tough running inside as those linebackers stepping up for the Rebels.
And then this is when you throw over the top. Had some success in this drive running the football, picked up a couple of first downs. Take a shot down the field.
And if you just joined us, Bearden scored on the first play of the game. 2nd down and 5 here, a fumble. And it was a fumble recovered for a quick 6 points.
Bearden yet to score an offensive touchdown tonight. Yeah. They scored a defensive touchdown and tacked on 2 field goals. And here comes Torian Riggins.
Yeah, here he is. 220 pounds, 5'9".
First down at 10, they'll give it to him right up the gut, and a bowling ball. Hard to bring down, but he is at the 43.
And clearly, after a couple of shaky interceptions in the first half, Josh Jones has decided to stick to the ground early in the second half.
Tough sledding inside.
Yeah, bad. Mishandled the snap. It wasn't a bad snap. Mishandled the snap. That's going to bring up 3rd and long here.
Looking for Drew Parrott. I mean, when he did go through the air in the first half, it was always a Torrey Beaufort. Drew Parrott's not been involved in this football game. I would try to change that.
Well, they went to hand it off, and Riggins wasn't there.
So it makes it a 3rd down and 7. 1 for 5 tonight on 3rd down. And you wonder if it's 4-down territory. He'll overthrow the receiver. Bearden with the hit just a little after the play, and you would think that Bearden would punt the football at the 45, and they will.
All the momentum early, all the chatter early. You wonder if Bearden starts to, can they keep their mind in this? Because all of a sudden, offensively, they've struggled, and West has had all the answers with that defense.
Now, you're right, though. At least they did pick up a couple of first downs, though. They did find some semblance of success there in the run game.
Bearden is deep, high snap. They'll get it away. And a pretty nice punt here for the Bulldogs. A very nice punt for the Bulldogs, but it goes into the end zone. They simply couldn't.
They'll give it to him.
Oh, wow.
Take a quick break and a break as Sterling Hinton has a rooftop party.
Hey, Sterling, man, come on. We got a roof to replace.
Let's go, baby. It's
Hey,
Let's go. Hey, Sterling, you ready to go to the top? Man, I can't believe you guys been doing this for 25 years. Oh, baby.
Now this is what I call a rooftop party.
We have 25 years experience in roofing and exterior renovations, and we're backed by the best.
Are you ready to get your rooftop party started? Give us a call, 865-524-5888.
And look for Exterior Home Solutions as they get Nealon loud all season long. Right now, the Dance Cheer Spotlight brought to you by Exterior Home Solutions, highlighting Ashlyn Hunter, Lily Ray, and Cammie Burleson. And they talked about it and decided they will leave the football inside the 1, which was a bit odd because the football, everyone was laying on it in the end zone.
You got to go to the goal line. You got to sprint to the goal line and be there and play shortstop and stop that football. They got lucky there. Really good punt, 54 yards on the punt. Nonetheless, great coverage to get down there and down it.
Well, I mean, that decision, and I'm not going to sit here and question the officials, but whatever it is, it's a fact. That decision right there could have a huge bearing in this game as they put the ball down inside the 1 rather than out to the 20.
All about field position, absolutely.
So they'll throw out of the end zone. And Bearden makes the catch, or did he make the catch?
He gave it to him. Wow.
They'll say he made the catch at the 22. A 21-yard catch, and you take a look. Here's some confidence in your quarterback.
You had...
Wow, yeah. No, the left foot hit before the right.
He got a foot in for sure at some point, yeah.
The left foot hit down just before the right foot. So I think it was a good call.
Play was huge. Look how much breathing room you have now.
So they give it to Pendergrass right up the middle, and a little bit, or McAllister, excuse me, but a little bit of concern there on the handoff, the snap that was taken. He was fumbling the football and almost lost the ball.
And you see Wren jogging back in. That's a great sign also after he went limping off the field in the first half.
Yeah, but McAllister just went limping off his there. So.
And the cramps haven't even started. First game of the year. Those come right at the start of the fourth quarter. They'll get Wren off right tackle, and he'll slip through to the 29-yard line. 7.5 minutes to go. 14-13 is where we are in this game in the LMU Kickoff Classic. A 3rd down and 2 yards.
Ty Ironside back at linebacker as well from here.
Third down and 2 up, and they'll give it to him. They'll give it to him. Jordan Gutierrez, the junior lineman, falls across the line of scrimmage.
I don't mind it at this point in the field. I mean, there were more penalties, but at the same time, like, he's trying to be aggressive. It's not the same as the other night when you knew they weren't going to go for it and you jumped off sides anyway.
You're right, but go tell Josh Jones that.
First down and 10 now at the 34. And so out of jail, out to the 34-yard line. And if West wanted to be balanced, they are far from it tonight. They've had 26 plays, 23 runs.
Yeah, they're never going to be balanced. I mean, they weren't balanced like the last several years with more experienced quarterbacks. They're going to do what they do best. They just haven't been able to do just enough in the passing game. The twinkle toes catch down here, I mean, again, that would have made it 3rd down at the half-yard line again. Instead, you're able to get out here. Now you've at least flipped the field at bare minimum.
And don't forget the long completion to set up the touchdown drive, their first of the day. So when they've gone to the air, it's been big.
2nd down and 7. Once again, the snap and adventure.
So it'll be about 3rd and 4? 3rd and 3.5.
Dubon up the middle.
You got to get at least to the 44.
Low snap again, not quite the adventure that Powell had on Thursday night, but still there have been some adventures the last 2 or 3 plays. Big play right here. 5.5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. I would say the crowd rises to their feet, but they have been on their feet. 4 for 7 on 3rd down, and a timeout taken here by Lamar Brown. Let's go ahead and take a break right here. A big 3rd down coming up next. West with a 1-point lead. 5:21 to go, 3rd quarter on the LMU Kickoff Classic. The LMU Kickoff Classic is brought to you by Covenant Health, Gray Hodges, Aqua Clear Water Systems, Knoxville Wholesale Furniture, Aubrey's, and NPG Brain and Concussion. 5:21 to go, third quarter here at Bearden, as West has a 14-13 lead. A big third down and 3 at their own 41. Lamar Brown taking a timeout to talk about it.
That's a big play. Wren back in at tailback. Pistol formation behind Dubon.
Dubon 3 for 5 tonight, 48 yards. Not going to throw here. They'll give it to Wren, and he'll slip through for the first down.
If he had slipped even further, he would have been slipping into the end zone.
Yep. Yep, little shoestring tackle there. They'll get the first down, but it could have been 6 points to Austin's point.
And Kenny Simon, who made the tackle, he is down stretching and might have that elusive cramp.
Hey, Packer, the other night you said, I don't want to say that phrase we're all thinking, and then the game took forever. Tonight, nobody's had a cramp, and here we go. Like, you've got to stop, okay?
No, I said a minute ago.
Otherwise, Austin's not won the lottery, and then I'll win the lottery. I mean, just,
Well, this isn't Bruce Almighty. There's not 85,000 people going to win the lottery, and everybody gets $5. I mean, this is essentially what I said is there haven't been any yet, but they come as we get towards the fourth quarter in those first couple games of the year. Do they not?
No, you're right. 5 minutes to go, fourth quarter, there's one.
Is there anything, does pickle juice really work or any of that stuff?
I drank, oh gosh, I'm forgetting it now. What's that stuff the babies drink?
Milk?
Similac?
Breast milk? I mean, come on, what do you drink?
Pedialyte.
Okay.
That is at least, that's what we all drink when I
walked right into that one.
Pedialyte.
Babies drink.
Kane does a marinade of pickle juice and mayonnaise. Packer, that's right up your alley.
Want the vomit right
ranch.
now.
There you go.
Extra ranch.
Let's reel it back in here again.
Like
5 minutes to go, third quarter. 14-13, West with the lead.
I'm
Yes.
going to wash my hands in a cup of water here.
West has gone from the half-yard line, not that there even is such a thing, out to the 45. And if there is a Buddy's drive of the game, so far this is shaping up to be that drive.
It's a good blocking on the left side of the line of scrimmage right now. They didn't get an awful lot.
Wren's hurt again.
Well, he got fallen on earlier by that guy right there, Boston Yeager. A couple of guys are down. Let's take a quick break and a break from our friends at NPG Brain and Concussion.
I'm Mark Holinsky. You may recognize the name Holinsky from Holinsky's Hope. It's a foundation we started when we lost our son Tyler to suicide in 2018. Tyler was the happiest kid, the best teammate, and certainly the most awesome son, but he never gave any indication that he was struggling. After Tyler passed, we had his brain autopsied by the Mayo Clinic, and we discovered that he had stage 1 CTE. So in addition to starting Holinsky's Hope and campaigning and fighting for our student athletes' mental health and wellness, I also helped co-found a company called NPG Brain and Concussion. We focus on taking the professional level of concussion care to amateur athletics. So I invite you and your family to touch base with NPG Brain and Concussion. Trust me, it's important, because all we do is brains. Enjoy the game.
Yeah, and I invite you and your family to check in with NPG Brain and Concussion. Get that baseline test done. Pro sports quality concussion care created for the amateur athlete. That is NPG Brain and Concussion. Young man is still down on the field being cared for by our friends at Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic. That's Boston Yeager, who is the senior, number 75, 6'3", 280. And with 4:50 to go, he would be a big loss.
No doubt. One of the leaders, we've highlighted him a couple times in this game for Bearden. Strong young man, he's played a lot of football, so he's going to the sideline. That's a great sign. It was Messiah Wren that hobbled off for West. McAllister hobbled off a couple series ago, so now it's back into Tavion Ray, who really hasn't seemed to get going yet in this game, Austin.
Again, he's a different back than the other two. He's much more upright.
Two fumbles.
Quarterback would keep it himself. They'll get past midfield and not much further, maybe the 49. Another third down and short. Third down and 3 as the clock goes to 4 minutes to go in the game. And it's quickly turned into the rock fight that was West Bearden a year ago.
Well, if we could, I'm going to ask the truck first. If we could pull back up the keys to the game, what did we say? And some of these keys, West is winning on.
Third down and 3, low snap, off right tackle.
Not going
to get it here. And I don't think if you're Lamar Brown that you roll the dice here. Your defense is playing well. It's a fourth down. Well, it's 4th and 1.
Ethan Hill on the stop.
You know, at the 46, he probably is going. I thought it was going to be 4th and 3.
I'm at minimum going to make them jump, or see if they'll jump. They've been antsy. They jumped once. The second time, they almost jumped.
I agree with that also. What has Bearden's offense shown you?
12th play of the drive on a 4th down and 1 at the 46.
I would go for it either way.
I think he may take a timeout.
Yeah.
Timeout, and he didn't like it. He was not happy to call the timeout. There was just confusion around, and that's the experience of a guy like Lamar Brown. Just timeout, let's talk about it. Now, the Smile Cam is brought to you by Knoxville Smiles. There you go, Smile. You're on camera. Brought to you by Knoxville Smiles. Sorry, didn't mean to scare you like that, young lady. But the Smile Cam is brought to you, there we go, by Knoxville Smiles. Our friends Drs. Malone, Dr. Costa.
You always want to call the timeout, especially in that situation, huge situation, if you're kind of confused. But look at it now. Knox West has 1 timeout left with plenty of time left in this football game.
Well, we invite you for your student. They've got the ACT coming up. Make sure they trust our friends at Coons Cram Course. $25 off using Rivalry 20 at checkout, because there are some test dates coming up September the 14th. Course dates are September the 7th. You see, 1 week before, you got one-on-one and online courses available. CoonsCramCourse.com. 4th down and 1 at the 46-yard line, and they will line up to go for it.
I think it's the right call.
You trust that offensive line that returned everybody. All you need is the 45. Bearden in motion. Quarterback will keep it and won't get it.
Get it.
What a stop by the Bearden front.
West thought that Bearden would bail the backside. Bearden's defense stays home on the backside, and they thought they would flow with the running back or the receiver.
Big stop there. Let's take a quick break. Break from our friends at Buddy's.
Barbecue. It's so much more than the savory aroma of smoked meats. It goes back to the good old days, woven into the fabric of our country. So chances are when you're reminiscing about the good old days, you were eating barbecue from Buddy's Barbecue. East Tennessee's go-to since 1972. Serving up slow-cooked pulled pork, chicken, beef, smoky wings, and smoky dogs, all hickory smoked daily at every one of our 19 locations. So there's a Buddy's near you with prices reminiscent of the good old days.
And I want to thank Buddy's for helping us with a pregame meal today, as they had pork dinners, chicken dinner, family packs. They had dessert for everybody. Sandy, one of the regional managers, set this one up. She said that Josh Jones used to work for at the Broadway Buddy's location. There we are, the whole crew, CB45, Craig Price over there, Austin's in the picture.
Skip was over eating.
Yep. Our thanks to Buddy's for helping us with our pregame meal tonight. Great pregame meal.
Yep. Hopefully, Travis Gaskins is going to host us our pregame meal down at Lenore City Loud. That's the plan. He's going to pay for it, maybe even cook it.
Well, the drive for West went from their half-yard line to the 45-yard line. It took 5:45 off the clock It was a 13-play drive that barely got past midfield. But a 3rd down and 4 now for the Bulldogs. Inside handoff, going nowhere.
And that right there is why I don't hate going for it on 4th down. Because of the way this defense has been playing, Bearden has scored 6 points offensively, 2 field goals.
Yeah.
And I think you're afforded to take some of those chances with this defense.
And I will say, their play calling in the second half has been one of, I would say, timid.
Yeah, I would agree.
This isn't timid. They look like they're going for it at midfield on a 4th and 4.
And Bearden's going to try out.
Well, are they going to run a play, or are they just trying to draw them off?
Bearden's 1 of 7 on 3rd down. 1 of 7.
I have a feeling it's going to happen what happened for West. They'll run the clock down and take a timeout. And they got the timeout right before the play. If you're Bearden, thank goodness, because it was blown up from the snap.
2 timeouts now for Bearden, only 1 for West. And
I mean, these guys know better than I do, but if I'm Bearden, I kick the football.
I'm punting it away.
I punt it down and say, do it again.
Got to play field position right now for Bearden, in my opinion.
Unfortunately for Josh Jones, he can't put Amari Rogers or Aaron Dykes in, who are on his team or in his staff.
Yeah.
Well, Commercial Bank salutes the stripes. And, Austin, I'm going to let you take this one as Commercial Bank salutes the stripes, and there is your father, Craig Price. Tell us about it, son.
Started officiating in 1975. This is his 50th year in officiating. He is now an assigning officer for Region 1. He learned a lot from the great Ralph Stout. And Dad just loves officiating, loves people. He does a great job. You think he's winding me on, but he's a retired Parks and Recreation director, first in Rogersville, then in Morristown. Was from Rogersville from 77 to 93.
Good grief.
93 to 2022.
Jeez.
And he's one of the best men I know.
The best men I know,
Yeah.
and I know he's my dad, but I mean he is a gem.
There, look at him! Look at him! What a guy!
He's feeling good about himself. He cut those trees down at the house.
Okay, golly. Sherry married up. Here we go. 4th down and 4 at the 48. Watch the snap. Good snap here.
And with full protection.
Beautiful punt. Bearden backs up and will let this one go. 4 straight punts for Bearden, 4 straight drives. And that was a thing of beauty. Some kind of a hold up here. There's a flag down at the 19-yard line on the far side of the field. Josh Briscoe out there, former Tennessee wide receiver. Lamar, what are we doing out there? There's Scotty Dykes over there in the background on the right.
Holding, number 6 on the return team. That penalty is half the distance to the goal from the touchback. It'll be 1st down.
Well, the second Scholar Athlete of the Night from Pioneer Heating and Air is Keaton Gilbreth, a senior for the Bearden Bulldogs. 4.23 GPA. Congratulations for getting it done on the field and in the classroom for your friends at Pioneer Heating and Air. 1st down and 10 at the 10-yard line. West thought they were going to have a little breathing room with the football going out of the end zone, and they get a penalty for 10 yards.
If I'm Bearden, every time Ray touches it, man, I'm trying to be in his head about me. He's fumbled twice, set up like 10 of the 13.
Here's the deal, man. Those 2 fumbles were early in the game in the first 6 minutes. You got to let it go.
But you're right. You got to let it go, but it sticks with you, man.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's no different than when I shank one, Packard. It's still in my head the next time I swing the club. I mean,
I agree.
If you're Bearden, not me.
Yeah.
I mean,
2nd down and 6. Ray gets to the outside at the 19. and it'll set up a 3rd down and 1.
I don't want any of these kids to turn the ball over, but if you're the opponent, you absolutely have to kind of keep that in his head.
I do agree, though, when you shank them on the golf course, I will yell across the fairway as I'm standing right in the middle of the fairway after another perfect drive, and I'll look at you and say, oh, you got to let it go, Austin. Just let it go.
Thanks, Elsa.
Rocky Brown took a little minute to get up, but it looks like he's fine. Yeah, Rocky Brown's going to have to go out for a play because they technically called an injury timeout.
The big 3rd down and 1 coming up right here. Only 14 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Next week, Battle of the Bridge, Loudon and Lenore City next Thursday night on the Knox. But a lot to get taken care of here tonight. Inside handoff. They'll blow it up in the backfield.
What a play.
How big is that?
The same guy that scored the opening touchdown defensively.
That's Kubatier again.
He's been everywhere. He's having a heck of a ball game. Look at him come up, erase space, hold on, make the tackle for a TFL.
Well, we'll march all the way down to the other end of the field to get the 4th quarter started. 14-13. The score has not changed. A lot to be decided on the LMU Kickoff Classic.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jim Jackson here at MPG in Knoxville. MPG is a concussion care center, that's true, but it's much more than that, really. It's a center that aims to treat problems related to the brain across the entire lifespan. That's important because brain-related challenges go far beyond a concussion. They include acquired brain injuries, mild cognitive impairment, 101 challenges, and NPG is an expert resource. NPG, where it's all about the brain.
Some things are just better together. Like sensational salads and sizzling steaks, old friends and new friends, special occasions and special moments. At Aubrey's, we like it when things go together, so we do everything we can to make getting together easy. Aubrey's, real comfort, real food, real good.
What's the #1 home improvement project you can do for your house? Install an Aqua Clear water system. If you see one of our blue and green trucks coming down the road, we're on our way to help another Tennessee family get better water. With over 3,000 5-star reviews, you owe it to yourself to find out the quality of the water your family's drinking, cooking, and bathing in. Go to our website, aquaclearws.com. That's aquaclearws.com. We'll change your water. It'll change your life.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank, life made better.
Knoxville is my home. I was born and raised here, and I was blessed to raise my family here. This community is one that I'm proud to live in and serve every day. At Ted Russell Ford, for over 50 years, we've been Knoxville's hometown dealer. Helping our friends and neighbors own their first car or their dream car or truck has been our absolute pleasure. At Ted Russell Ford Lincoln, we will continue to serve our community because East Tennessee, you've always supported us. Thank you.
Come see us today at either Ted Russell Ford location, Parkside Drive or Kingston Pike, or online at tedrussellford.net.
Hi, I'm David Ball, National Sales Manager here at Legend Fitness. Legend Fitness has been built on longevity and quality. Our racks are fully welded and has the least amount of bolts in the industry, made to stand up to the test of time. Because at Legend Fitness, we deliver quality and we want our customers to be Legend strong.
Hello, I'm State Farm Agent Matt Cunningham. Our office is located in Rocky Hill community, right across from Brewster's and right down from Brewster's. Love for you to stop by and say hello. We offer auto, home, and life insurance. Thanks and enjoy the game.
Fourth quarter is brought to you by Food City. Let's quickly head down to Casey Funderburg with Josh Jones.
Coach, good stop there defensively to end the third quarter. What do you guys need to do in this fourth quarter to pull out the win?
We got to execute on offense. We're shooting ourselves in the foot, not executing. Defense is playing well. They just got to keep it up, and offensively, we got to execute at some point and hopefully put the ball in the end zone.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Take a look at the third quarter stats brought to you by OEB Law. And total passing yards tonight, 70, 73, I guess it is.
And for Wes,
7 completions combined.
For Wes specifically, for Parker Dubon, 3 for 5, 48 yards, 2 receptions, 42 yards to Bearden. So when he's gone through the air, he's gone to one person.
So 4th down and 2 at their own 18-yard line to get things started on an absolutely spectacular night for high school football.
He's kicked a couple of line drives. Got to avoid that.
Way to jinx him.
No, what I'm saying is you give him a
Beaufort at the 47, and we'll take it down to the 30, 31, and out of bounds. A great field position for West. No, I was saying when you said it, it almost like it felt like it went off the side of his foot. And then Beaufort, what acceleration for him.
Yeah, he's explosive. Again, they want to get it to him in space offensively, and he is so involved in the return game. A lot of good returns in that one. Another one here tonight. I believe this is the 3rd possession that Bearden's had started on the close side of the field.
If they're not in field goal range yet, they're pretty close. We'll stack them at the top.
I feel like West has had the ball for forever.
Man, what a run.
And Thompson comes in and is fresh as a daisy.
That was a hard-nosed football run. Full head of steam, gets to the second layer, runs through a linebacker, runs over a defensive back.
Inside handoff again to Thompson. I think it bounces
off. Ball came
comes
loose.
out, and Hunter will pick it up.
I thought he was down.
DeRoche holding his right arm.
He's going to stay in the game.
He'll stay in the game.
Whew, that could have been bad for Bearden.
So 3rd down and 3. From right here, you're looking at a 41-yard field goal. If you don't get any further, they'll hand off to Thompson. Not going to matter. He'll get the first down, run it over a defender inside the 20. And a first down for the Bulldogs. Down 14-13. No question about it. They score a touchdown. They'll go for 2 to make it a 21-14 lead. They'll throw this one out. And to the outside.
Great block.
Cut for the end zone and out inside the 5. He'll step out at the 3.
And that was all Drew Parrott. That block was all Drew Parrott. That play was all Drew Parrott. Fantastic job right here. And he wasn't even, he kind of had his head turned when he first, snapped the ball. Then he got in the way.
17 yards down to the 3. First down and goal. Thompson off left tackle will be taken down after a 1-yard gain. But you're right, Parrott with a great block. Here's a guy that's been a quarterback for 3 years, and how impressive to get out there and know how to make those blocks.
And they wanted to get it in space, wide spacings on that play, so that block was critical. Had to make the block and had to hold that block for a while. He did a great job making the 2nd and goal here.
Tell you what, I don't know that we could have ordered up 2 better games to get our season started.
No doubt.
28-25 Anderson County on Thursday. Bearden looking for the lead here, and they will get it.
Yep.
Touchdown. 19-14, Jason Thompson. They'll go for 2 to make it a 7-point lead.
You thought for a minute he was going to break the edge and be able to get in there unscathed, but West did a great job with his pursuit. He had to make a decision to plant his foot and go north. He did that and just got enough.
Yeah, he just barely got in, but barely counts. So they will indeed line up to go for 2.
Torian Riggins is on the field.
Haven't really seen Hunter run very much tonight. I'm always a big fan.
He ran early. He had that big run early,
and
it has not since.
Yeah, he had the one run. I'm always a big fan of the play fake quarterback run pass option.
The Thunder is in the backfield here with Riggins.
they'll look to throw a quick pass across the middle. Two-point conversion is good. And it's the guy that sprung the wide receiver on the big play, Parrott, who makes the two-point conversion for a 7-point lead. Let's take us a break. We have got what CB45 would call a barn burn. 21-14 Bearden with 9:43 to go.
Safety, integrity, reliability. More people trust the Joe Newbert family to return their vehicle back to its original condition or better. Only Joe Newbert Collision Centers offer pickup and delivery, worry-free insurance claim handling, and guaranteed repairs for as long as you own your vehicle. Insist on locally owned Joe Newbert Collision Centers. And drive safely out there.
This is your family's first and most important line of defense against Mother Nature. When she strikes, make sure you call the people that I trust. My family and friends at Exterior Home Solutions.
What's up, guys? It's Devin Driscoll, owner of D1 Sports Training with locations in Hardin Valley and Blount County. If you're looking to take your athlete's sports performance to the next level or increase your overall sports performance and fitness, reach out to us at one of our locations in Hardin Valley or in Blount.
What is strength when you're battling cancer? Is it a shoulder to lean on? A voice of hope? Is it confidence in the most available care options? Or is it unmatched expertise answering your hardest questions? Giving you the courage to move forward. At Covenant Health, we think it means all of this and more. For you. Let our strength be yours.
Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair is proud to be celebrating 70 years of serving East Tennessee. That's 70 years of old school customer service, trustworthy auto repair, and of course, great deals on tires. Each one of our 5 convenient East Tennessee locations feature family-friendly waiting areas, and you can schedule appointments and search for tires right on our website at matlocktireservice.com. Modern convenience, hometown values. For 70 years and counting, Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
I have an actual butcher at Food City, and he knows his stuff. He offers recipe tips, special marinades, and even hand cuts beef to my specifications. He's the best. Nobody does food like Food City.
The LMU Kickoff Classic is brought to you by Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Joe Newbert Collision Centers, E2 Sports, the official apparel provider of Rivalry Thursday, Legend Fitness, Covenant Health, and Food City. 9:43 to go in this one on the LMU Kickoff Classic presented by Covenant Health. 21-14 Bearden with the lead after a 5-play 31-yard drive that took 2 minutes and 8 seconds to go. Jason Thompson on the night, 22 carries, 81 yards, and that touchdown. This one returnable from the 6 for Bearden. Bearden using the speed to the outside and knocked out of bounds outside the 30 at about the 33-yard line. A pretty good field position for the Rebels. A little bit of join. Well, we invite you to join us tomorrow night for the first Food City Locker Room presented by Garza Law. Food City Player Perspective. Sky Ziegler, Jason Swain, Chris Brown will join us, as well as a current UT player. That will be every Sunday night, 11:35 in Knoxville on WATE. 10:30 p.m. on Fox in Nashville, 11 p.m. on Fox in the Tri-Cities. The Food City Locker Room presented by Garza Law. They'll start at the 34-yard line. Make that the 29.
Penalty of remains, first down.
Can't start going backwards here. West is not built, to overcome going in the other direction. They've got to have that head of steam in the running game.
Well, after their last 2 drives, they'll call this great field position even where they are now. They started at the 1 and the 10 the last 2 drives. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball got knocked down.
Oh.
And what is the call?
It should be
going to stay with West. Brown could not maintain possession on the fumble recovery. The ball goes out of bounds, so it should stay with West.
By the way, if you're West, you're noticing that your big tight end was streaking down the field, completely uncovered. It was Kaywood Rose, and that's where they were trying to get the football. Dubon just couldn't get it to him. But his tight end, there was nobody within 15 yards of it.
Huge loss of 15, or loss of 10, I should say.
Second down and 25. They'll hand off right up the gut and nowhere. Absolutely nowhere.
Ethan Hill's made a couple plays in that Bearden front seven tonight.
Tell you what, sign me up for Alcoa and Bearden next Friday night.
Yeah, of course, Alcoa, coming off the loss to Ravenwood, they're going to come really, really motivated.
So let's recap real quick. You had a 5-yard penalty. You had a loss of 10, a loss of 2. Now it sets up 3rd and 27. They need to get to the 43, 44.
It's 3rd down.
4 for 10 on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot. He's got a receiver streaking across the middle. Just couldn't get it to James Mills, who had a step on the defender. Had Dubon been able to
I like that, though, because it works as a long punt if it gets picked off. And, I mean, you're playing aggressive. You're taking a shot there.
He didn't miss him by much.
Great throw, man.
Yeah, he did not miss him by much.
I mean, he showed the arm. I'm saying great throw. He overthrew him by 2 yards, but at the same time, I mean, he shows he's got a cannon.
And again, you're setting up Bearden on their side or on your side of the 50, unless you get a great punt away here.
You'd almost wish it would just. You need a roller. That's what you need.
Good snap. They'll get it away and almost blocked. Almost blocked. Beaufort's going to get his hands on it, and he wished he had gotten his hands on it. The Rebels get the recovery at the 48-yard line.
We saw it Thursday night. A muff killed Powell early. Beard's hoping it does not kill them late, as West now set up at midfield with 8:27 to go.
Davis Neely jumps on the muff punt.
You get 33 yards out of that one. After you went back 17 yards.
Yeah.
Now you get the football right at midfield.
What a turn of events. 3rd and 27. Now you get the football at the 50.
Some wacky plays here tonight.
Terrius McAllister, responsible for both touchdowns, is in for the Rebels.
21-14. There's just nothing there. There's just nothing in the interior.
Ethan Davis yet again.
I mean, there's a lot of time left in the football game. At bare minimum, that muff should, even if you go 3 and out here, allow you to flip the field, whereas you're not giving Bearden the ball on your side of the 50.
Agreed, but if you're Lamar Brown, you're saying, I'm watching the clock, I'm running out of chances.
West does not score in a hurry. So, I mean, you're under 8 minutes here.
I didn't hate the shot that they took.
Oh, I didn't either.
And I don't hate the idea of taking another shot. They'll throw this one out. Nice block. I don't see a flag.
They didn't call it, but there was one.
They give it to David Trotta.
Got about 2 yards on it.
3rd and 8.
You know, if you're Lamar, you'd love to get at least 5 yards out of this and make it a 4th and manageable if you don't convert. By the way, that's the Rebels' first positive gain in the last 5 plays. Two receivers both sides, 3rd down and 8. They'll look to throw. He can run. He'll get the first down. Boy, what a big run by the senior quarterback.
Dumont.
14 yards on a 3rd down and 8.
That was huge. You see it's open up right there. Nobody's downfield open. No one's looking at you. Just take it and run. Go to the sticks. Protect that football. Get a little momentum for your squad.
Start watching that clock at 6:44 to go in the game. 1st down and 10 at the 34. Almost got 5 free yards from the Bearden defensive front. Inside handoff off right tackle.
That was the most patient run he's had tonight.
Yep.
He was patient, accelerate.
And that right side of the offensive line allowed for that patience. Steven Johnson.
See, and I like that too. It's 2nd and 2, 2nd and short.
Football at the 26, 21-14. Bearden with the lead. West trying to answer. They'll get the first down right at the 20. And I will say this, these are the kinds of games the championship teams win. As Kai Ironside is down with a
fourth quarter cramp, preserved by Mark Packer.
Let's take a quick break and a break from our friends at OEB Law. Actually, it's not a break and a break. It is OEB Honors, our ROTC. As Tim Elrod and our friends at OEB honoring our country, honoring America, and saying thank you to the ROTC each and every week with $1,000 going to the homeschool in honor of our military and the ROTC. 6:05 to go. You can turn your rec into a check with OEB Law, because trust me, we know communication is the key when it comes to an attorney-client relationship. First down and 10 at the 20. There are no field goals being attempted at this point. West tonight, 43 carries, 205 yards. Almost 5 yards a carry.
I can believe that.
They'll give it to Tavion Ray off right tackle. And as Austin said, they are stripping at that football.
Well, he continues to run patient. That was another one where he kind of went in, didn't go in too quick, waited to see what, developed, and then accelerate.
Well, they're running the same play. They're pulling the guard to the right.
They're having the slot receiver crash down. See number 2 right there.
It's not a straight zone, but they're trying to work it to the edge there on the outside. I mean, and they found success on this drive.
And they go back and forth as who is the running back behind Dubon. This time it's McAllister. He'll be bottled up in the backfield, but slips away from Ironside.
Still not a whole lot.
Bring up third down, what?
4 or 5?
Yeah, 5, 4. Scoreboard says 4. Could have been 7 had he not been able to break away.
Clock goes under 5 minutes. You've got 2 plays to get 4 yards.
You bring back in Wren.
Run the football.
5 for 11 on third down. They'll hand off to Wren inside. Wren following blockers down to the 11.
I thought Ironside was going to take the handoff.
And it will bring up a 4th down and about 1.
They bring in Tavion Ray, who is the bigger back, 6'2", 190.
Here's where you also think about the fact that West has had to use a couple of timeouts that Lamar didn't really want to use.
They ran also away from Boston Yeager every time.
0 for 1 on 4th down. This is the biggest of the game. They'll hand off to Bearden. Following blockers will get the first down. First and goal at the 7. For just a second, the defender coming on the backside.
Yeah.
You thought he might catch Bearden.
Well, he went in motion. He followed him in motion, came off the edge, didn't lose stride. And you're right, Bearden was waiting for something to open, and you see it here. Nearly got caught from behind. Got just enough.
And again, they continue to run to the right side away from Boston Yeager, who has had a fantastic game tonight for Bearden.
And they've been running behind the tight end. Kylewood Rose as well.
They'll go back to Ray. Ray off right tackle. Smartly switches to the right hand. Reaches for the end zone. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown run by Tavion Ray to make it 21-20. He very smartly moved the football from his left hand to his right, then cut back inside and dove into the end zone for 6.
Again, we talked about it the whole drive, his patience right here. Pushes it outside, waits, makes the man miss, and as you said, changed hands and extended.
And they've been big all night, don't worry, but that offensive line, that drive.
Extra point is up, and it is good. And we are tied at 21.
3:28. Can Bearden answer?
Are we smelling overtime in this one?
Would that be the number 3 or 4?
You because I wanted doors to open for me. For my future to have endless possibilities. To know I could become anything I wanted to be. Objection, Your Honor. I always wanted to say that. So whether I wanted to be a veterinarian, a high school teacher, let's turn to page 32, or a successful dentist, I knew LMU would help me get there. All I had to do was open the door.
21 all on the LMU Kickoff Classic presented by Covenant Health. And a very quick LMU postgame show coming up after this one. Our Exterior Home Solutions 6-star MVP. Big's only catch of the game. Our buddies, our break of the game, and our Joe Newbert Collision Center collision of the game. Who's the MVP? Well, at this point, we don't know, because there's a lot to be decided in the last 3:28. A 9-play, 50-yard drive. Key play in that was the muffed punt by Beaufort. And our thanks to our friends at Better Mattress. $500 going to the home school. 4 area locations for you at Better Mattress.
2 key turnovers in this one. Obviously, play number 1 of the football game when Ray coughs it up, and then Beaufort there to set up the game-tying drive with the muff punt at the 50. Here don't have a chance to win it here, but got a long way to go. Jason Thompson's fresh in the backfield, but again, 3:28's on the clock.
I think initially you're going to see a lot of Thompson.
Thompson off right tackle. You know, and you wonder which coach is the one that does something a little out of the ordinary. You know, they both play it by the book just to get to overtime, or is one saying, okay, I'm going to roll the dice here?
I think they'll take their shots, especially. I think find some rhythm offensively. But
I mean, who has the guts to run that halfback pass? Who has the guts to take that deep shot?
I think if you're Bearden, I think you'll see him stick with Thompson, and then if he picks up a first down or 2, that's when it might change.
Kind of just like head to halftime we talk about a little bit.
Thompson out to the 30 will move the chains. And I always love the sportsmanship, and I always call it out as West reaching down to help Thompson to his feet.
Again, you don't need a touchdown.
They're all reaching at the football. Well, it's about what we thought we would have. On our Rivalry Thursday game, Powell and Anderson County, and this one here, the differential at this point is a grand total of 3 points.
It's been 2 really good games.
In almost 2 full games.
Bearden's got 2 timeouts to work with.
Loudon, Lenore City, you're next. 2nd down and 8. Oh, they'll play fake. They'll get it to Beaufort to the outside. Beaufort quicker than a hiccup. Beaufort into the secondary. Beaufort turning on the speed, and he'll step out inside the 20. 1:57 to go in the game. Whether he pulled up with a cramp or not, 49 yards, and the Bulldogs are at least in field goal position.
I think we had another key block that kind of sprung this whole thing here. You see it right there.
Yep,
Drew Parrott again. And you want the ball in his hands because he's the fastest guy on the field. Get him in space, see what happens.
I don't think he was reaching for the hamstring. I think that was a little bit of jawing. They'll give it to Thompson, and you start watching that clock. And if you're William Pendergrass, the kicker for the Bulldogs, you're getting the right leg ready.
Two of the biggest plays offensively in the football game for Bearden have come on screens to the receivers. First to Booby Lavelle. Drew Parrott had the key block there. And then the big one here to Torrey Beaufort. Drew Parrott had another block this run.
Clock is running under 120. They'll go to Thompson off left tackle. And Thompson down at the 17. And does Lamar Brown use a timeout, or does it even matter at this point?
I think you do after this next play. If you can hold them here, I think you do in that regard. But they're going to be able to take it all the way down to 30 seconds, 25 seconds. Now, the first kick was pure by Pendergrass. The second one was that low knuckler that kind of snuck in inside the left side. And where does he want it placed?
I think Josh will take the timeout right there. And be surprised if you see anything besides a run off right tackle to put it in the middle of the field for Pendergrass. It'd be 34 yards from here. Hey, our thanks to E2 Sports, the official apparel provider of Rivalry Thursday, Rivalry Playoffs, and the Commercial Bank Rivalry Showcase, which will be at Maryville High School this year on Friday night, December the 13th. And we'll have a new home for the Commercial Bank Rivalry Showcase starting in 2025, the new stadium downtown. Let's head down to Casey Funderburg. Casey, could we ask for a better game?
Oh, absolutely not. And I can't believe we're having 2 games in a row that have been pretty close and a lot of fun. But guys, Jason Thompson, we've heard his name so many times during this ball game. And I talked to head coach Josh Jones earlier this week, and he said they're going to expect a lot of him out of this season. And we know that. They relied on him a lot last season. But they said over the offseason, he really focused on the details of being a running back and really focused on watching film and just improving his overall game. So that's what he's working on this season, is just being a more detailed-oriented running back for this Bearden football team.
Yeah, and you'd think right off right tackle you would anticipate just to get to the middle of the field, and they'll play fake. They'll play fake. Hunter going to throw. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. What was that?
That's a sophomore making a sophomore decision. 3rd pick of the night for DJ Hunter.
I don't know which of them is more of an indictment, the play call or the play.
I agree. I don't like the play call there. However,
I told you, you don't mess with those guys with two first names. Jack Keith, baby.
The game-winning field goal lining up at the high school level is very much easier said than done, so it's not a guarantee. But I'm with you. I'm not a fan of the play call.
That's Russell Wilson in the Super Bowl.
It was just a poor decision right there. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're counting them.
I mean, I'm stunned. I thought when he rolled back they were going to throw, because they released Thompson out of the backfield. I thought they were going to throw on a back, to throw the old George Quarles throwback,
or just run with him, right?
Renoff left tackle will go out to about the 30.
And we're headed to overtime, barring some really crazy shenanigans here. Is this overtime number 3 or 4?
First one since Clinton, right? Clinton, Campbell County?
Yeah, I mean, I can't even think about that. I don't know. Have you ever had a play? This is our 16th year. Has there ever been a play that has been more shocking than that outside of Seymour thinking they could miss a field goal in the first year and then they kick it again? I mean, legitimately.
I think that tops it.
I mean, that was the worst. I mean, I'm speechless.
That was our first overtime game. We also had William Blunt,
Sevier County,
and Alcoa West.
There's a hit out of bounds.
All right, now you got a little something here. You tackle on 15 there.
And now you can get to the end zone with the throw. Maybe. Well, he threw one about 45, 50 yards earlier.
I mean, you're still going to have time. You got time to load up. Yeah. I mean, I'm with you. Now, what I would do with 9 seconds here, once they tack this 15 on, I consider trying to do a quick out to get 5 or 6 more and get a little bit closer. Yeah. You know what I mean? And does Lamar still have the one timeout? He does. So in theory, you could run kind of a delay or a counter.
Yeah, but you got 9 seconds. You got to get down. You got to be knowing how much.
Yeah,
that's a lot to ask.
Much like we said earlier with the minute 20 to go, it is high school.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how aware are they in terms of, hey, we got to get down with 9 seconds to go?
I'm still speechless.
After the play, personal foul, late hit out of bounds on the defense. That's a 15-yard penalty. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense.
What?
That's a 15-yard penalty as well.
Oh, my goodness.
Both penalties will be enforced.
Oh, my goodness.
So I thought I saw another flag being thrown.
So now you're literally –
he's still walking.
A 10-yard completion from potentially being in field goal range.
Well, you're right now where you are at a 50-yard field goal.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you complete a 10-yard pass, call a timeout.
I mean, or you can run off right tackle.
But you just got to know you've got to get down. This play cannot last longer than 8 seconds.
I'm seeing if I can get 5-8 yards out of the run and taking a timeout. I mean, if West pulls this off, I don't know that I will ever see a more stunning finish. But they're going to throw. He's going to throw. Well, this has got to be it because intercepted, we'll go to overtime. They're going to mark it at the 1, but the clock continued to run, so we will go to overtime.
And I don't hate that because, again, it's asking a lot. It's a time and situation, get out of bounds, all that type of stuff. Just take the shot, see what happens.
They may put 1 second on the clock.
West is asking for a safety because he caught it at the 1.
Well, he fell
Momentum took him into the end zone.
The result of the play is a touchback interception. That's the end of the ball game.
There you go.
We will be going to overtime.
Well, here we go. Well, overtime rules. Who thought we'd be using this graphic just about 5 minutes ago?
I was going to say, Mark, for those who don't know, wink, wink, give us the overtime.
As Eric said, field goals in high school are anything but automatic. So you knew it was a possibility, but not to the path that we got here.
So let's talk about this. Okay, coin toss, winning team chooses offense or defense. They'll always choose defense as long as they're aware and thinking about it because they want to know what the other team does before they get the football. In high school, they'll go from the 10-yard line. It's not the 25 like you're used to seeing, but it's the 10-yard line with first and goal. After the score, the defense has their chance to match or beat the points gained. The defense cannot score a turnover.
If we go past 2 overtimes, are we doing extra points or no? Just kidding. That's just in college. It's just in college.
So we'll do the coin toss here, and the officials too. The first game of the year, the officials have to get together and all have a meeting about the overtime rules because it doesn't happen very often. Yeah. So that's the conversation that they've had. They'll each go explain to the coaches to make sure that everyone is aware of the overtime rules, and then they'll have the coin toss. Excellent job of officiating here by our crew. Josh Jones praying that his team pulls this one out. Yeah, that's what he said. He goes, Okay, so let's just go ahead. You ready for it? The glass doctor break of the game. Break the glass. I mean, whatever happens, because we're not going to have time at the end. The glass doctor break of the game is the play that people are going to be talking about.
Yep.
The dude with 2 first names.
Jack Keith, make another play. One of many plays, the biggest play of the night. That interception there.
Took that long, Austin. I finally used your line.
Okay, we have overtime.
We've got audio, baby. We have got CB45 audio.
You vision team, you get to choose head or tails. I'll go over that with you. This is heads, this is tails, this is heads, this is tails, okay? Now, we'll go over the options to see who we, after the coin toss, you have a choice of, you can pick defense, you can pick offense, or you can pick the end of the field, okay? So do you understand your options? Yeah. All right, or you understand your options. All right, here we go. All right, I'm gonna flip the coin. If I drop it, I'll do it again. Tails. He said tails. It is tails, okay?
We don't play defense, Coach.
You want defense,
yes, sir.
Okay? He wants to go on defense. You want the ball. Which end of the field do you want to go toward? You want to go to that end. So why don't you come to this side right here? Come to this side right here. Wes is one to toss. They elect to go on defense. Here we go. Shake hands, folks.
Well, we'll take this moment to thank our friends at One Day Signs and Banners for all the signs out on the field. Whether it's Ann, JP, Jeremy, all my friends at One Day Signs and Banners, they've come through like true champions again this year. 865-525-5474.
And I think you always want to play defense first in this type of situation. Do you guys agree with me?
100%.
Yes. You know exactly what you have to do.
100%.
Yeah.
Now, the question is if West, let's say Bearden scores a touchdown and West scores a touchdown,
do you go for two?
Does he go for two? Or does he elect to say, let's move on to the second overtime?
I think it all depends on what those 4 plays that you score quickly on play 1. Maybe you just keep it rolling. I don't know.
At times, both teams have had a lot of success on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
And at times they've went the other direction.
So here we go with overtime. DJ Hunter, the young quarterback, and you talk about thinking about things after the last play.
Well, he should be handing off the 6 right now.
Yeah, he's got to punt to the fairway, and you've got to keep going. He'll hand off to Thompson, and everyone knows who's getting the football, and that's only a gain of about 3.
Thompson is so explosive. I mean, he's quick to the hole, through the hole, and he accelerates in a hurry.
You do that 3 more times, though, you're in the end zone.
Yeah.
You do it 2 more times, you're deciding if you're kicking or going.
I think they would go.
Gain of 2, second down and goal at the 8. Beaufort's in motion to the right. They'll go back to Thompson inside.
That's a nice play for West defense.
Oh, yeah.
3rd down 6.
Davis Neely, number 45, in there on the tackle.
Sam Lavelle as well.
And so if you're Josh right now, you're Josh Jones, dare you throw on the football? Then if you run the football, you've got to decide, is it 4-down territory or am I taking the 3?
I like the play you hit paired on the 2-1 conversion.
Thompson, 29 carries, 100 yards and a touchdown. It's been tough sledding. And everybody's got their eye on number 6 on this play. He looks over to the left, which says he's going that way. They'll throw across the middle.
Short-armed.
And a little behind the receiver, and I think you've got to take the 3 now.
At this stage of the field, I agree.
A little pressure there off the edge, kind of hurried that throw.
That look says it all. They'll send William Pendergrass out.
If that throw was on, it was a touchdown.
Hunter tonight, 5 of 6. He's got all the ability, but 5 of 16, 3 interceptions tonight. William Pendergrass straight away to give the Bulldogs the lead in overtime. Kick is up, and it is good. So the Rebels a field goal to extend overtime, a touchdown to win it.
That's why you pick defense first. You know exactly what you need. You're 10 yards away from winning this football game. But those 10 yards are going to be tough. It's condensed.
It's amazing how many people are down there on the sideline. You know, the stadium is full, and so many people have just spilled down to the sideline.
I'm going to go out on a massive limb here and say that the West offense is going to run behind the right side.
What?
And away from Boston Yeager.
No. Which running back will be out there in the McAllister, who had great success in the second quarter? He's had a really good football game.
They've got with McAllister and Wren.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Now Wren's coming off.
Pendergrass is 3 for 3 tonight. He's done his job, the kicker for Bearden. 37, 36, and 24. So here we go, 24-21, Bearden with the lead. West can win it with a touchdown, and McAllister will get him almost halfway there, down to about the 5.
2 tight ends on the left side. They also pulled a guard. They had 3 big bodies on that left side, and you saw the result of a game of about 4.
So going the opposite of what they did on the last drive.
Yeah, they ran right to them, but they made sure they had some big bodies over there to run behind. Tight end to the left, you got Davis over there, and he's motioning to the left as well.
McAllister behind Dubon. They'll hand off to McAllister, and he's not going. He's going to carry the pile down to the 3 as Ethan Hill and Kai Ironside were in the backfield. McAllister kind of spun inside just a little bit.
So you're getting down there at that weird angle now where you get so close.
McAllister upset he's being taken out.
They ran the same play twice. They picked up 7 yards. Run the same play twice again, pick up 3, and you win.
Touchdown could win the game in overtime.
Lamar Brown is infuriated.
Yeah, he thought he was going to get half the distance to the goal with Bearden jumping into the neutral zone, but they didn't call it, so he took the timeout.
I think.
Well, let's get to the Joe Newberg collision of the game and get some of our business out of the way here. There have been some big hits, and how many times have players have just run into a wall? And here's DJ Hunter across the middle, and Beaufort gets hit. It wasn't even it was an incomplete pass, and it was the Joe Newberg collision of the game.
Antoine Bearden.
I think the play call has to be also one that you have to think about, okay, if it doesn't get in, where does that leave us in terms of, the spot on the field, for the kicker? Because if you get in there again to the 2,
I don't mean, knowing Lamar,
you think he's going?
I think Lamar is like, you know what, I've had enough tonight, boys.
I would run the same play that you've been running this series, and
I think Lamar is saying we're coming away with 6 or we're coming away with nothing.
Wren is the tailback.
I mean, do you do anything? Do you let the quarterback run? You've been sending Bearden in motion, and there he goes. So you're going to throw for it to Bearden out of the backfield? Wow. Wow.
Able to keep your feet.
I mean, if it's a good throw, Bearden gets in.
Yeah, exactly.
But now you've got to send your kicker out to force a second overtime. So Jones Bolick will come out.
That is a touchdown.
It's a touchdown if it's a good throw.
Again, this is this odd angle.
21 yards from the left hash. To force a second overtime, kick is up, and it is good, and we'll keep playing. I mean, it was a great play call. It just, the throw wasn't there.
And how big was that no call down there? If they jumped off sides, meaning the Bearden defensive line, you would have half the distance and first down.
Well, the Bigs Only catch of the game, which is brought to you by Bigs Only. Your lifestyle in fishing apparel, and the Bigs Only catch of the game. Scan the QR code. Wasn't much of a catch, but boy, it was a run.
It was a great run after catch. Great block.
Scan the QR code to check out all that they have at Bigs Only. And we're going to switch to the other end of the field. We'll walk all the way to the other end. I don't know how many. Have we had double overtime in 15 years? Now this is our 16th year.
Seymour Sevier County was not.
Yeah.
Alcoa West, I do not believe it was. What was Campbell County? I wasn't there.
That was 2 overtimes, wasn't it? I believe it was.
It was 2 or 3 over. Yeah, I think it was 2 overtime.
Well, Sevier County, I think, was the first. It was first overtime. Yeah.
So we'll move down to the other end of the field. My thanks to WATE and General Manager Kim Bird for the commitment to allow us to play this game on the main ABC station. It's a big commitment to say, hey, we're going to put this over college football. It was a small college game, but at the same time, we're going to do this for community. And
at this rate, we'll get to do the hit with Sam Rothman live on WATE.
Yeah. He may be here for a while.
Just be glad we didn't have the hard out on tonight like we did on Thursday.
Hey, I'll tell you this, the crew's worked hard tonight. They've worked overtime.
Somebody, what's going on? There's a the ball. They're waiting on a different ball here.
Now, West offense will stay on the field, and they will possess the football first in the second overtime.
Yes. And it will be.
Just got a text from Brian Nix. He said that the Alcoa West game was a double overtime game.
It was, okay.
So.
It's a great throwback.
So first down and goal at the 10, game tied at 24. And you'd be surprised if it's anything outside of a handoff, and that's what it is. Everybody knows it's coming, and it's only a gain of 1.
I'm surprised he got one, man. Bearden defense swarmed.
I mean, here's the thing, as you say, we ask the question, well, who does anything different besides run the football? And then they do something different, and something bad happens. You throw an interception, or you miss the open receiver.
I was going to say, again, if that throw was on, that's a touchdown.
And we're done.
Yeah.
Second down and goal, second overtime, tied at 24. The back behind Dubon is back to Tavion Ray. They'll look to throw. And this one's almost intercepted. Back to the point. You threw it across, and Keyshawn Mills across the middle almost had that one, and maybe the best defensive play of the night.
Well, he played that great on the slants. Watch him run with the receiver here, top of your screen.
Should have had it. Yeah, just should have had it. So third down and goal. I'll say this: you ran the little Bearden out of the backfield thing. If you made the throw, it would have worked. I'm not opposed to going back to that. But they're going to roll right, and there's a stoppage. I think a timeout or a flag before the play. False. Illegal procedure.
Good ball. Full start. Number 9 on the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
And now you're back to the 14.
That really doesn't help you.
And you run off left tackle, try to get down to the 10, back to the middle of the field, 27-yard field goal.
You take a shot at the end zone.
Kind of liking the left tackle kick the field goal with what we've seen.
Not very aggressive.
He's rolling right, looking to throw. Oh, the football comes loose. Football comes loose, and now Bearden can win it with any points at all.
Bearden's got to be smart, though. They're running all the way to the end zone. That's the kind of stuff the officials late in the game like this don't.
Yeah, watch Kai Ironside here.
God,
Ironside comes up with the recovery.
Ethan Hill again. How many times have we said Ethan Hill's name?
That's a third West fumble of the night. There were 2 in the first 6 minutes of the game. And then that one, Ethan Hill, the junior, comes through and absolutely lays the lumber to Dubon. And now if you're Bearden, yeah, I'm handing off 3 times and kicking us.
You absolutely handed number 6 3 times. If you don't score, you give it to your field goal kicker who's already made 3 field goals from deep range.
Josh is like, this is like a cat with 9 lives. Off left tackle, Jason Thompson down inside the 5. This takes me all the way back to 1998. That's Travis Henry against Arkansas. You thought you were dead, you just feed him, and he just takes it all the way in, and you escape.
I'm not going to disrespect Travis Henry in that in comparison to this.
Jeez. 30 carries, 106. Thompson down to the 2.
I'm running it back to the right.
You think?
Well, I'm into the, but
yeah,
the middle
right.
running it.
Try to line it up.
Yeah, at minimum.
I'm being told that Sevier County Seymour, this is Brian Atchley, athletic director at Sevier County, when we did that game, that was a double overtime game as well. So this is our third double overtime game. Or fourth. If Campbell County Clinton was double overtime, every one of them has been double overtime. In other words, back to what we said, we've never had a single overtime game. So we will invite you to join us next Thursday in what we figure should be another barn burner.
It is next Thursday. We've been here that long.
And it's on the Knox, WKNX. It's Loudon and Lenore City next Thursday night. The following Thursday night on Rivalry Thursday, Heritage and William Blount, as we'll pop the schedule up on the screen. Or that will show us next week anyway. Battle of the Bridge, the Gray Hodges pregame show at 6:30. Then FCA's Rivalry Thursday presented by Covenant Health at 7 o'clock. In what I believe will be an electric atmosphere and a warm, toasty day.
It will be warm and toasty.
96.
But it doesn't get any hotter than William Blount and Heritage in 2 weeks.
Hey, I do thank our Reads Across America veterans who were here. They've been here early and anxious to hear how much money was donated tonight. They come to each and every game to support the cause. Third down and goal. Bearden trying to win this one in double overtime. Jason Thompson sticks his head down. He will not get in. They'll mark him down inside the 1. And you would sure anticipate Josh Jones sending out the field goal kicker.
Here he comes.
Nothing's a given.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, snap, hold at this level, kick.
And it's a weird angle.
Waited a minute before he dropped him out there.
Thought about it.
Clinton Campbell County in 22 is 1 overtime. I'm silly. I'm mistaken.
So Pendergrass for his 4th field goal of the night. And Lamar will call a timeout to make him think about it. What a game tonight. A great crowd. This is what it's about. Standing room only. Great game. Get football started. Vols open the season 1 week from today. Still a packed stadium. 12:45 next Saturday at Neyland Stadium. Are we supposed to say Neyland Stadium preserved by pilot?
No.
Can we just say Neyland Stadium?
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do.
Just
no, you don't say the preserve part. That's just on signage.
Well, why do we call it Food City Center?
Because that was part of the deal, the agreement.
Okay. I'm so confused.
But yeah, about atmosphere, I mean, the atmosphere Thursday night was incredible. And you're right. I mean, look at everybody on the sidelines. I mean, all the way around the stadium.
Great shots there from Scotty Liston Vision. Brought to you by Sky Park. Fourth down, they'll kick the field goal to try to win it in double overtime. A 17-yard field goal attempt from a weird angle to win it. Oh, he fumbles the snap. Parrott rolling around.
Parrott's got a man.
The quarterback.
He's got a man. Oh.
You have got to be kidding me. He fumbled the snap on the hold.
Looked like he had a man in the corner of the end zone.
He did.
Not where the ball went, though.
What a story that would have been that Drew Parrott, who was the quarterback for 3 years, were to run around and find a receiver. Dr. Rapay of KOC runs out onto the field. Let's see the snap.
Front corner of the end zone here.
Unbelievable.
Watch 49. 49's
40
wide
open.
Unbelievable.
So, get a field goal, get a turnover, and a turnover on downs. To the third overtime we go.
Huh? You can't make this stuff up. You just can't. I don't even know which part is the most unexplainable of this game.
It's still the throw.
The throw?
On
the interception. Yeah.
Man. Yeah. That's who you won that situation too, right? I mean, your holder, quarterback of 3 years. Like, that's who you won that situation. So close to winning on a busted play. It's about this game, Packer. This game just gets wacky every year.
Thanks, Urkel.
You are very welcome.
No, you didn't snort. That was Packer.
Yeah, I just. So we'll go to the third overtime. We'll switch ends. We'll go down to the left side of your screen. Band's still playing. Crowd's still here. We've ensured that the satellite is open, and it's we've got satellite till midnight. Those are the things I have to think about. Goodness forbid we get to this point we go off the satellite in this Heidi game, if you will.
Officially been on the air for 3 hours and 37 minutes.
The scattered, smothered, and covered with CP45, and the group after the game's going to be colder. Third overtime, first down and goal from the 10. Inside handoff to Thompson. Thompson trying to use his speed, and he'll be tackled down inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. Tough running for Jason Thompson.
Antoine Bearden came up, made a nice hit, setting the edge.
Second down and goal at the 4. West will have the opportunity to answer whatever Bearden does, and whatever it is will not happen on second down. A lot of respect out here, even high-fiving between the players. Hand slapping. You know, there's a lot of respect between these teams.
Another big third down here. You putting the ball in the air?
No.
I am.
What?
Yep.
I am handing it off to the bowling ball that's standing there next to me.
Give it to both right here.
They'll hand off to the bowling ball. Torian Riggins, touchdown. .30-24, extra point to come.
Took 3 overtimes, but that's the first touchdown.
Oh, that's his second carry of the night. Of course, he did have that kickoff return that he stole from the guys behind.
Well, he wants the ball, man. We've been waiting on him to carry it. Makes the most of it.
Well, that reminds you of Quayu Graham and his days at Oak Ridge. Snap is back, kick is up, it is good. And 31-24, West will now have the chance to answer. So the lights going off. And the crowd's still here. Nobody's left.
Second offensive touchdown in the game from here. First and over.
Yeah.
Well, we've had 2 field goals, 2 turnovers, not 2 touchdowns.
So obviously, 4 downs to get into the end zone. Kicker's done for the night, unless he's kicking an extra point. And I will say this, you think about it, if you were to score a touchdown, are you going for 2?
That's a nice solid play. 4 yards on first down.
I mean, you take it down to the 6, and I'm serious. I'm thinking if you're Lamar, you're thinking about it. If you score a touchdown, are you going for 2?
I would. I absolutely would.
It's interesting. We've not seen Tavion Ray in overtime at all. He scored the touchdown.
Yeah,
they tied the game, and I don't think we've seen him since.
That was a really good run, too.
We've got Messiah Wren in at running back. And once again, they're way over on the right side of the field. Yvonne, the quarterback, with Wren behind him. Third overtime. Bad snap. They'll fall on it. And it'll be third down and goal from the 12. Now you're in a weird spot of what do you call? Because you've got 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Yeah, you don't have to get it all right here.
And you'd love for it to, but you don't have to. Dubon is 5 for 9, 54 yards, 1 interception. You'd really like for the right-handed quarterback to be on the left side of the field so he can roll right. That's not where you are. 3rd and goal at the 12, and a whistle comes in before the play.
Delay a game.
Good ball. Delay a game.
Wow.
Number 7 of the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty. It remains 3rd down.
Back to the 17.
Bad time to have that penalty right there.
3rd and goal at the 17. 8 penalties for 55 yards for the Rebels tonight.
Meanwhile, in Nashville, the CBA has already defeated BA 31-24. An hour later.
3rd and goal at the 17. Dubon has time. Takes a shot into the end zone. Receiver is there. Underthrown. And it'll come down to 1 play. I think Dubon's arm was hit. And he couldn't get it out to David Drata.
The biggest thing here is you just got to get the pass off. You got to give a player a chance to make a play.
Well, not that it matters, but they are 1 for 2 on 4th down. Fourth down and goal. They have to score here. Dubon has to get it to the end zone across the middle. Overthrows the receiver, and Bearden will survive. 31-24 in triple overtime is the final score as the officials make their way off the field. It's a delayed reaction by both teams, like is the game really over? And it is really over.
West wanted the penalty, but the officials weren't going to do that in that instance. They weren't deciding the game on that.
No.
Not unless it was egregious.
No, not in that instance. We'll get the Exterior Home Solutions 6-star MVP as we'll do a very abbreviated LMU postgame show, and then we'll hand off to the news at WATE right after us. But the Exterior Home Solutions 6-star MVP is this guy right here.
Yeah, I mean, he was really good all night long. I mean, he had the 1 touchdown run, but Jason Thompson was just a chain-moving machine tonight. 1st down after 1st down.
Yeah, he was really patient, exploded through those holes, ran behind his offensive line. Great burst of acceleration. Really, really solid game for our 6-star MVP.
And I am with our MVP tonight. Okay, let's talk about this game. It felt like the never-ending game. So how does it feel to pull off this win at home tonight?
It feels good. We've been working all summer, fall, everything to win this game. Throughout the season, we're going to work hard.
Your coach talked about in the offseason, you've really focused on the details of your game. Can you just talk more about that, and what are some of those things that you focused on coming into the season?
Learning more about other teams' defenses and doing what I got to do to make plays.
Your kicker tonight, Pendergrass, he came up big for you all. What does he mean to this team?
Oh, he means a lot. Now that Daniel Kenny got injured, he stepped up and did what he had to do.
All right, tonight you guys just beat the defending state champion. So how are you going to take this win moving forward this season?
We definitely going to take it hard throughout the season. We're going to do what we got to do throughout the season to go for state.
Well, good luck with that, and congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, from one defending state champion tonight to another one next week as Alcoa comes to town. Time now for the drive of the game, brought to you by Buddies, a smoking good deal and a smoking big drive. And this was it. Jason Thompson to the outside. It was essentially the drive to win the game in triple overtime.
Yeah, I mean, he got behind those gutties, and he found 6 points here eventually.
Thank you so much. It's been a long night. I make a mistake and call Buddies Gutties, and so you got to point it out there. It's the Buddies Smoking Good Deal drive of the game.
Hey, man, you're the one pointing it out. All I did was just have fun with it.
Yeah, great. Well, we had fun tonight. Bearden wins 31-24 in triple overtime. We will hand off the WATE News at 11, which is now, our apologies, at 11:11. And we'll see you next Thursday night on WKNX and Ox for the Battle of the Bridge, Loudon and Lenoir City. What a way to start the season with two barn burners on Thursday and Saturday. We will see you next Thursday night.